Okay. We are back. That is not some good shit I just read. That is that is not good. I just read some terrible fucking news. They're saying if you guys can see me, give me a sign. Let me know I'm not talking to nobody right now. That is really bad. That is they were saying the New York Times just reported he's got a 66% chance of winning right now. He apparently they're saying North Carolina is gone. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Wow. I told you there was always a chance. Like that's fucking wild. The pushback on the Dems. Like holy shit, man. Well, we're gonna get that worst case scenario potentially. Yo, what's up, Evan? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's get our music back. Let's go. Man, we are gonna have democracy fucking tested. That is real wild. All right, 1 second. Let's get our music back. 66% chance and 2/3 chance of winning. That's so crazy, man. Biden to blame. This will be impact the legacy big time. No, I mean, listen. This is what I feel like. Yeah, I don't think she's like again. It's not over yet. Even though now it looks likely that he is the favorite. But I will say this. If the American people are willing to hand over the country to a guy who tried to steal an election, then we deserve what's coming. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know? There's nothing else you can really say about it. If we are so fucking dumb that we are going to hand over the country to a guy who's a election denier, who is a convicted felon, and has been saying he's going to use the military against his fellow Americans, then we're just going to have to deal with it. That's democracy, and if that's it, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, what's up, Nicholas? I voted for Kamala, yeah. At least you don't have to sit through another 2028 Trump campaign. Well, if he just becomes a dictator, then yeah, you won't have to. Yo, and Zappa, thank you so much for the 24. Let's go. Thank you, buddy. Crazy stuff, man. I just honestly... Here, let's let this go first. I was hoping and I thought that we would be smarter than this, but, that's sometimes things just don't go the way you think they're going to go. If he wins, I don't think he will serve out his term. I think his health is not permanent. I know that you don't believe that, but welcome to President Vance. I mean, it doesn't matter either way. They're both terrible. They're both awful. And Vance is young, so, I mean, he could do it for a while. Vance could, but you're right though. Vance very well could take over. He could be how Kamala wanted to take over for Biden. Smoked! Yo, thank you so much for the 5 months. I want to watch you eat 45 pounds of lasagna. That's hilarious that you said that because Michelle is currently making lasagna. Trump's going to do a Putin and remove elections and remain in power for 25 years. We'll see. I mean, our institutions would have to completely collapse, or they would have to get the Senate and the House. And then they would all have to do it together. Like, they'd all have to work together. And they'd have to get past a 60 majority, I think, to even modify the Constitution. They could at least pass bills, though. Anyhow, I bought all these reviews of Tomato, or how all these reviews of Tomato are. Tomato Way is a love letter to anyone who is fortunate enough to come across it. It should be held in high regard, with much praise for all the time and millennia to come. 10 out of 10, could not recommend more. Like, come on, man, this seems like AI. Yeah, it's okay. I restarted, everything seems fine now. So we can all cope together. We can all cry into our crotches. Chris for president? Dude, I would definitely take Chris for president because he has empathy. Trump's climbing in PV now, or in Pennsylvania now. It's looking like bloodbath. Yeah, it kind of looks like he's gaining momentum to the point where this is probably all she wrote. But, again, it's not over yet. When we were sitting here and the moment that you guys said that weed failed in Florida, I was like, oh no. I was like, uh-oh. Like, I was like, that's like a home run. Like, if people are that ready to push back on personal freedom and democracy, well, yep. Yo, I agree, Korza. It's gonna be interesting if he does take it. Can't wait for World War III trending every day for 4 years, lol. I mean, to be fair, Kamala and Biden were just as hawkish, with the Israel thing, as Israel just continues to invade everybody around them. So they were always going to be an issue for World War III. Imagine rooting for Kamala. I mean, imagine rooting for a guy who said he could suspend the Constitution and use the military against his political enemies. Honestly, I think that's more laughable than supporting a corporate, shitty shill of a corporate dem. But, you know, to each their own. But I guess some people think that it's acceptable to just use the military against Americans. That's fucking laughable, bro. Adam's attempt to hack in and change the state of his jobbers has failed. Alright, well, we're going to try blind exposure. This one will hopefully work just fine. The computer's running better, though. I do think that was a memory leak, because the computer in general was slowed down. Alright, games and demos, we're good. Alright, let's go. Blind exposure. As a non-American, I don't get how many can support someone with so many flaws. See, it's not even flaws, though, because she has a bunch of flaws. She sucks. Like, she straight up sucks. She does. He is literally saying he could suspend the Constitution. And, like, everyone that I've debated him or about that to them, they just don't seem to think that that matters. And, like, I don't understand how you can say suspending the Constitution or talking about it is like fine. Like, that's where we are, though. I think we have a culture right now of a combination of people that are desperate because things just have not gotten better for them personally, which I totally am sympathetic to them. The ones I'm not sympathetic to, there's just like, there's this lull, like, for the lulls own the libs thing going on now that apparently was just more massive than any of us thought. That's all there is to it. And like, I just don't, you can't run and govern a country off of that. Like, that's insane to me, but sometimes you have to just understand that the reality of the situation doesn't match your own personal, personal morals. RFK's gonna be in charge of FDA? Yeah, if he wins, yeah. Yeah, man, he's gonna do some fucking horrible shit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, he's went to some third world countries before and like helped them to do, like some health stuff. Like, he got people killed. Literally got people killed with some of his decisions. And it's like, wow, that's probably in our future. Trump just says things, he doesn't mean them. Well, yeah, I guess. I'm like, fucking hell, that's what they think. Like, it's so weird. Everybody else gets held to a standard. Like, if she says anything, it's like fact and 100%, like we have to hold her accountable. This is what she means. He says something and they will just tap dance around it till the end of time and say, that's not what he meant. You don't understand what he meant. It's just so strange. It's a culture of he will never be held accountable for what he's done. Let's say if he does end up really going to end the Russian-Ukraine war before becoming president, win. Yeah, but I mean, like, is that worth giving away democracy? Again, like, this is what I feel people are ignoring, the two most important things. Constitution. He says he is above it, that he can end it, suspend it, and send the military after his fellow Americans. Those two things should be fucking insane. But apparently, we've decided that there's a good chance that seems very logical now. I don't know. I don't know how to react to that. If that ends up not being a deal breaker for our country, how sad is that? I mean, we deserve to lose our democracy at that point. You wake up in an abandoned building. There is only darkness and a strange camera. You click the shutter button. Ooh. Oh God, we're playing like a camera game? That makes sense given the title. Oh, this is the one where you have to take a picture and like move it around, I believe. Take photos of locations pointed by the red markers. And then I think you can like walk around it. So who busy January 5th? Nah, I mean, liberals are just going to hand it over, honestly. I don't see us putting up a big stink. Wait, how does this work? Pointed by the red markers. I get it. Wait, do we have to like... Oh, okay. So we can like expand the room. Oh, weird. Oh, so it's not creating a thing. It's just showing me the path. It's almost like that game we played in the dark where you use the light gun. Then I think commonly can't answer a simple question, but I respect everyone's decision. But here's the thing, though, and I'm really curious about it. So you think her acting like a generic politician is worth voting for a guy who thinks he can send the military after Americans? The guy who said he can suspend the Constitution? This is what's blowing my mind. I can't with these excuses that I'm hearing. And it's not just you, Nicholas. This is what everybody was saying that I was debating on Twitter for the last couple of weeks. They're like, I'm like, this guy literally wants to destroy democracy and be a fascist king. And they're like, yeah, but she can't answer a simple question. Like, are we this dumb? Are we literally this fucking stupid? That's crazy, man. We deserve to lose it, honestly. We really do. If we can't see the difference between those two things. It's wild stuff. I kind of like the concept of this game, although I'm a little confused by it too. We'll see. RFK really makes our food healthier. This dude, I just wouldn't trust him, DJ. This guy literally tried this type of stuff in other countries and got people killed based off of his decisions. You should go look into it sometime. It's a pretty wild story. It's a reshaping of democracy in his image. Yeah, seriously. Yo, what's up, Shia Pet? No, we had to restart. We had a problem with one of the games and a memory leak, so I had to restart everything. But I've been going for a while. Okay, let's see this way. Harris was kind of doomed to win this election. Doomed to win this election? She's kind of thrown into the presidential race. Yeah, and I kind of blame Biden for that one, for sure. Biden should have tapped out a lot earlier. But, yeah, I don't think history books are going to end up being particularly kind to us in the end on this one. Okay. Ukraine's fucked. If he wins, he is straight up just going to abandon Ukraine. So, you know, those people I debated before that were trying to tell me that he'd be better for their country, good luck. Good luck. He's going to leave them in the dust. Yo, so wait. How do I open this, though? Like, do we just... I'm so confused by, like, we are doing a copy-paste job. What the fuck was that? Oh, what the hell? What the fuck? Shows how divided America is? I don't think that's the proper word. I think it shows how many people who live here are not taking him seriously when he is making threats, like literal threats against our Constitution and our way of life. I just think that they think that he's this lovable goofball who doesn't mean the things he says, but like, the problem is, if he starts doing those things and he's successful in doing them, they're not going to stand up for any of us. Like, none of the conservatives who have said that he's not serious and that, oh, he's not going to do anything, they're all going to just bow down because, like, why? What incentive would they have to stand up for the people that they didn't like to begin with? If he starts, jailing people or even killing people, God forbid, they're not gonna risk their own lives. Like, they're just gonna be like, okay, well, fuck it, like, it is what it is. I just want to survive. So should be interesting. It's gonna be a true test if he wins of our institutions, if they can hold up, or if he's just gonna like go through it no problem. Yo, what's up, history? Welcome back. Matt, would you be able to finish 75 chicken nuggets in one sitting? No. The most I did was like 40. What'd you think about Rogan interview? I didn't bother watching most of it. I saw the clips. It was just a puff piece. Like, Rogan was basically just, he was just kind of sucking his dick a little bit. There was not a lot of pushback. Like, the problem with Rogan is that he just lets people say really inaccurate bullshit, and he doesn't push back on it at all. That scared me. That's crazy, though, too, that we've now had, even though fuck Hillary, but we've had 2 female presidents that could have potentially lost to a guy who was convicted of sexual assault. It's something else, dude. You can't write this shit. Okay, now I think we're just clearing a path. Excuse me? Oh, I know it wants us to take pictures of these things. Oh, did we just get fucked? Can we drop down there? No. Even if, let's say, Harris wins and Trump does not, don't you think that there's still a chance America could be doomed with Harris being the president? Yeah, but not because of her. Again, I feel like people are throwing this, like, weird... She's, like the Antichrist onto her. But, like, I've followed her career for a long time. She is the definition of just a normal, bullshit, corporate friendly politician. There is nothing crazy about her at all. But everybody keeps trying, on their side, keeps trying to tell me that she's this, like, end of times person. Like, we're seeing a totally different human being. And, like, I just think that they have done projection because they don't want to see the things I'm saying about their boy. That their guy is supposedly, like, bad. Like, she is not threatening the Constitution. She's not threatening her fellow, you know, Americans with military action. She's not denying election outcomes. It's just insane. Like, they're on a completely different level, and yet they think that she is the Antichrist. I don't see it. I think maybe you could get away with that with Hillary, but not with Kamala. She's just so generic. That's, you know, that's where we are. What was your last meal? Sushi. My beautiful girlfriend brought me sushi. We're gonna have lasagna tonight, though. It's fucking insane that Trump's leading Harris. I mean, dude, he's kind of killing it right now, for sure. I saw a post on Reddit that was a young girl saying she started dating a guy and she described Trump and her parents got all worried. Yeah, I would be too. Definitely. Oof. That took the winds out of my sails a little bit once I saw that New York Times prediction. That's fucking nuts. Yo, what's up, Crunch? How are you? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. If you guys are joining us here, we did restart the stream. I've been going for a while tonight, but we're doing a demo of a game called Blind Exposure. And it looks like it's like a point of interest game where you have to get from all these little areas to get to these pictures to take. But thanks for coming in, dude. I hope you're doing well. And, oh, yeah. We're so fucked. Crazy. The worst part about it, too, is that, and well, ironic, I don't know if it's worse, but just ironic, is that if he does win, she has to certify his election win. That's crazy, because she's the VP. Say too early, to be honest. I mean, New York Times giving it a 66% chance. That's... I would take those odds. Like, if I was running, I'd be like, 66%? That's pretty fucking good. This is an interesting game, but I don't know if you could make a full game out of this. Let's see what's around the corner. Let's see. A problem with Trump, he has a big mouth which can get him in trouble with other countries and will affect wars. Yeah, so that doesn't bug me at all. I think it's a non-factor. I mean, whatever decisions he makes with Israel and Ukraine, as long as it doesn't lead to something more, of course. I'm still like shocked. What's up, MR? Hello, good to see you. I'm just shocked that he could have this amount of support when he says he's allowed to suspend the Constitution. Like, I can't believe that's acceptable with Americans, that they've now decided the Constitution. He is more important now than the Constitution. And if he wins with the majority like this, if it's a sweep, that means overwhelmingly the country is fine with him being more important than the Constitution. Oof, crazy.
Sorry, it looks funny because
Oh, thank you. Down. So the New York Times is predicting he has a 70% chance now.
I know, I was watching it. It doesn't look great.
Doesn't look good at all. I was just saying that, like,
she lost too many of the battleground states.
I just cannot believe, because I was telling them when you walked in, I can't believe that the country decided that he is more important than our Constitution.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they decided.
That's fucking crazy to me. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I really can't. Are you accepting defeat already? It's not about accepting defeat. Like, my point, DJ, like, let's say she pulls it out, all right? Out of nowhere. She just does. My point is, I think it's fucking insane and disgusting that so many people have a guy who says he is more important than our Constitution. The founding principles of our country, he is more important now. That doesn't scare you. Like, I don't know what will. Like, what are we doing here? I just, again, like, I meant it when I said I would take DeSantis over this guy. I would take Liz Cheney over this guy. I would take any generic Republican over this guy because at least they respect the Constitution. He does not. And yet America is overwhelmingly saying that, like, that's fucking wild to me, bro. That's crazy. Said though, we're gonna, if this ends up going bad, dude, like, we're gonna get what we deserve on this thing. Americans have lost sight of what personal freedom actually is, and they've decided, you know, if he wins, that's just not important, I guess. Biden did have you take a COVID shot? Yeah. No, he didn't. I chose to have one. I'm sorry, that's just not true. Like they did force government employees to take the shot, but they allowed the states to decide who takes the shot. So no, there was never a time where the government forced anybody to take a shot. And also, Trump was the one that created the COVID shot. Does he just not get any credit in that situation? Like, this is the problem, man, is that people are like just making up whatever reality they need to justify putting a guy in who said that he's above our Constitution. I'm never going to be able to understand that or wrap my head around it, honestly. What the fuck, man? That's crazy shit. Our entire fucking way of life, all of our history, all down the drain for one fucking guy. That's wild shit. George W. Bush is silently holding up a sign that says, "Miss me yet?" Nah, he was awful too, though. He's a fucking war criminal. Crazy, crazy. Matt, would you take Pence over Trump? Yes. Yeah. I can't stress it enough. At least Pence supports the Constitution. Like, Pence would... He's horrible, right? I don't like Pence at all. I don't agree with him. But Pence would, if he tried to change things, he would go through the House and the Senate. He would go through the proper steps to change things. Trump is now saying that he should just be allowed to use the military to do whatever he wants and have them come in and take things over and do things for him. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Wild. Wild. All those people that are making these excuses, though, they're gonna see something. All right, that was it. Blind exposure. Trump told me to inject bleach. Now, he suggested it, but still, you know, honestly, if we just get that same guy, I don't mind. Whatever, no big deal. It sucks, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. But like, if it's just the same dude who was like inject bleach or all that, whatever, it's not a threat. But like, again, he is saying he's going to stop democracy, and we're just going do right on into it. Crazy, crazy. Let's see. Yes, you did. I worked at one and almost got fired. No, but again, if you were working for the government, yes. But guess what? They already had that requirement. You were already supposed to be vaccinated when you worked for the government. They did not have you, if you were outside of the government, if you did not work for the government, you were not required by the government to get the vaccine shot. They allowed it to be up to the states and up to personal and private businesses. Basically, businesses told you had to get the shot or you'd be fired. That's definitely fake news. You're rewriting history. I say that with respect. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but like, that is how it went. I lived through it. Trump told me that kissing family members on the lips is okay. Yeah, I mean, come on. Tom Brady did it, right? Whatevs. At least we get some good memes. Man, that's all we're gonna get. Evie! Hi, good to see you. Sorry, we're watching as things melt down. Thank you for the 50. Hi, enough election talk for a minute. Let's get some action. Good lord, are you even following this shit? It's crazy. All right, yo, Evie. Who do you want for your donation title match? Yo, we could definitely use some WWE 2K right now. Let me know who you want your representative to be. Thank you. I appreciate the love. What's up, Tato? How's it going, man? What are your thoughts on what's going on right now? Dude Lebowski, good to see you too. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. No? Okay, well, I mean, we can agree to disagree then, buddy. Because I know what happened. I'm not gonna just rewrite history because it makes you feel more comfortable. I have an awesome meme of Tom Brady kissing his dad on the lips. Wait, Tom Brady? Oh, that's right, he did! That's right, he kissed his old dad and then his kid kissed him on the lips. Yeah, that's real weird. Yeah, I was gonna say, Evie, you can either do ghost pepper sauce, or we got a loco that we can do, which honestly at this point maybe all of us need to have a loco. Harris versus Trump? We only have Harris, and like I'm thinking about deleting her now. She failed us. Hey buddy, how's the win? Wait, the word of the world stream? Wait, rephrase? What are you asking, Tony? I haven't watched a single second, LOL. What's going on? Oh, he's likely to win right now. Like, he's, New York Times is saying 66 to 70% chance. He's got it. Wait, what's today? Tuesday? I was gonna say, is AW on? And it happened. Well, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree, buddy. Sorry, Chia Pet. I do like your name, though. And you know I love Chia Pets. I wish I had one. Alright, let's go. We'll grab one. Better than sucking baby feet. I'll take baby feet sucking, little kids smelling, you know, possibly questionable sniffing Joe Biden over a guy who says that he's above the Constitution and has the ability to suspend it. I don't think you're I don't think it's registering, DJ. I will take anything over that. he would be my absolute last. Like, bring back George Bush. At least he respected portions of the Constitution. Crazy. All right. You want AJ? Like AJ Styles? All right, hold on. Let me switch everything around. I think 2K would be a perfect thing right now to have a little bit of levity. Holy Christ, dude. All right, boom. George Bush. I'm just saying, man. I don't think, DJ, I don't think you know what's coming, bro. I think you're in for a rude awakening. I think a lot of his supporters are in for a rude awakening as to what they're about to go through. If that happens, which looks likely now. All right. 1 second. Let's get our screenshot. All right, let's do a little 2K. All right. And WWE 2K. Bush liked every part of the Constitution that he read. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. He was pretty awful, I will say that. I just don't think America will ever elect a female president. I mean, no, I disagree. I think eventually they will, as long as our democracy doesn't fucking crumble. But now I'm starting to really think that that's not looking good. Not looking good at all. I wish I had Val on right now. All right, and thank you, Evie. I'm sorry we're gonna be a little bit doom and gloom here, but like I'm legitimately shocked. I can't believe that not only does he look favored, he looks like he's crushing her ass. Like, it's not even competitive if things hold up as is. All right, let me get the item. Oh. Let's see. Where did I put the... Uh-oh, I gotta find it real quick. I know it's in here. It's not there. Not there. Bro, where did I set these down? I bought 2 of them. I think maybe... Oh, I didn't have my camera in the wrong spot. Alright, 1. Wait, is it down in the corner? Give me 1 second, guys. Apologies. Oh, it might be up here. Oh, well, there's my hat I was looking for earlier. Oh, there we go. I found it. Alright. Let's see this one. Alright, I got it. Well, I appreciate you guys. I just want you to know, regardless of what happens tonight, I appreciate every single one of you. And, you know, I just have empathy towards all of you, and I care about you all. And I think that more people need to tell each other that. Alright. Because of Biden, get COVID shot or be homeless. What the fuck? Okay, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree. Okay, I don't. I definitely am not going to find a common ground with you, Chia Pet. I will see you all in the camps on January 1st. Holy shit, dude! We got to start watching Yellow Jackets again. By the way, it was pretty good. We did. I completely forgot we were watching that. That's because House of the Dragon we started watching again. 1 more hour until California polls ended. Okay. Will Canada let us in? No. No, actually, you know, it's really hard for people to go to Canada. I have one friend. She, so she basically got in there because her job gave her a visa. Like, that's how she did it. But otherwise, I've heard it's very, very hard to do. All right, hold on. Let me bring up our donation raffle again. Evie, you get 2 spots. Thank you again. Go, love you. All right, boom. I hope it's a red Mirage. It doesn't look like it. She's dropping all of the swing states. They seem to be going in his favor. Somebody said on live, Trump wins. You will put us all in concentration camps. No, but there is a real possibility that they're gonna put immigrants in them, like illegals and legals, because now they've said that even the people that are here on legal immigration are not necessarily going to be safe. Oof. I told you, like, one of the things that's going to be wild is if they do go through with this mass deportation of, I think it's, I mean, it's like 1.1 million people. Everybody's going to be affected by that. And, like, the problem, too, is that the economy you like it or not. I mean, like, I wish that these people were here legally, but like it or not, like, our economy is really reliant upon these people. And if they do get rid of them, that's like a crash. I mean, look at what happened in Florida. They tried to ban these people from working in the agricultural and the housing industry, and within 2 days they had to change the law back because the industry's collapsed. Like, they are reliant on this cheap labor, even though I don't think they should be. It is. It's just a reality. It is what it is situation. All right, launch it up 2K. Let's get this done for Evie. Evie, you're still there. Give us a sign. She picked AJ, so I think AJ Styles. Which, is there any update on him, by the way? Is he like getting better? I don't know the severity of his injuries. I know that he fucked up and hyperextended his knee. All right, we're gonna make sure our champions are all correct too. Hold on 1 second. All right, well, Chia Pet, I'm gonna give you one last warning, my friend. We're gonna have to agree to disagree, and I'd love to still have you in my chat, but if you're still gonna talk about how COVID screwed you over, I'm gonna have to wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you. It's a weird statement to call yourself. What do you say? My family have been here since the 1800s. I should be plenty safe. No, I don't think anybody's safe, dude. It's not how it's gonna work. All right, he's still out right now, dude. That sucks so bad. I was so happy to have AJ back, but here's what it is. All right, WWE2K. Let's go. Let's check these. We got a little loco to do, and then we'll do this match. We'll do a couple matches. I hope you're right, Huda. Honestly, I hope you're right, but I'm gonna make a prediction. I don't think you're right. Yo, what's up, Green? Good to see you, dude. All right, let's make sure. We had a shitload of title changes last time. So let's go. He wants to retire in WWE in his career. He does, but I think he still has one last run left in him. You know, need a hug? Oh, big hugs, dude. Big hugs. Do not fret. You always have a hug here. Until they drag me away. I gotta get that MAGA hat ready. Crazy shit, man. What a historic moment for all the wrong reasons. All right, so Chuck E. Cheese is the deletion champion. Roman Reigns is the new interdimensional champion. Let's get that going. Okay. We have Old Man Tom is still the Twitch Points champion, but you can challenge him for 80,000 points. Clementine is the new here we go, the new donation champion. All right, and that is Psyop Girl who has that. The Thanos is the big boy champion. Wolf Cop is the hardcore champion. Mars Attacks re-debuted and is the European champion. Where you at, Mars Attacks? Probably time to bring back El Bidino. Yeah. We've seen the updates. Yeah, it looks terrible. Apparently it's quickly shifting in his favor. And I think it sounds to me like there's no amount of comeback at this point. Like, it's getting to the point where it's almost past the point of no return. Grandma Brockhole beat me and Tom, but you know what? It was okay. We got our third run in. So it's Brock Lesnar and Grandma Butthole. There you go. Yo, what's up, Kat? Oh, I have a sick feeling in my stomach, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of talked about it already, though. You know, like, it is what it is, but I just can't believe the things and the rhetoric this man has said, and this country seems to think like he is more important than the Constitution. I'm kind of flabbergasted. I don't really know how to react to that or feel about that. But they don't seem to think that that's this serious, but I mean, it is. So, you know, from my perspective, it's crazy. At least you have the state still. Well, I'm in California. I'm pretty, you know, pretty isolated, or not isolated, what is it? Insulated from any issues. If he ever came after California, I mean, that would be suicide. We're, you know, one of the biggest funders of red states to keep them up and going. AJ Styles has said he wants to open, or he's open to going into the TNA Hall of Fame. That would be cool. Honestly, I wish he'd have a match, though. You know? Well, time for Lube unless Diddy got it all. Well, the other thing, too, that I think a lot of people have not heard him talk about is how he wants to replace all of the lifelong employees in the government with loyalists. And why that's so terrifying The reason why every president that comes in doesn't do that is because it's seen as you're keeping people from different administrations so that your administration is not in charge of everything. You're keeping different opinions in government so that they can't just do whatever crazy shit you want to do. So he would be like the first one in modern history that would come in and just fire everybody and just hire a bunch of people that would be on his side. I mean, I don't even know if it is a Mirage anymore at this point. Like, it seems, because there's one guy I follow, and he's basically saying he's broken down a lot of the counties, and it doesn't look like it's a Mirage situation. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Colorado at least consistent blue? Yeah. Okay, Trump said only be dictator for one day. Dude, that too, that's so crazy. If she had said that she would only be dictator for a day, they would be screaming treason from the top of their lungs. But their boy says it, and they just laugh. Like it's no big deal. Yeah, it does kind of look like it's going to landslide. He's taken all the swing states. Buddy Poop Mirage, yeah. Alright, well, let's do this for Eevee. Let's go. But I mean it, though. You know, I know it's going to sound sappy, but I appreciate our community. I appreciate you guys immensely. You know, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and I hope that even though I'm not doing anything super fucking important or crazy, you know, crazy great, I hope that I can at least give you guys like a little bit of a safe space of sorts. We can be living it up together, even if you're not a lib. You know, everybody's welcome. All right, we're doing the donation title match, and let's see here. The champion again. My brain's in a little bit of a fog, so apology. I'm doing my best. It's Clementine. So Clementine versus AJ Styles. I kind of like this matchup, to be honest. All right, let's keep it on the WrestleMania one. We don't usually use this anyway. Okay. Boom. Oh, you give us family? Well, listen, you guys are all... You may not be actual family, but you guys are as close to it as anybody could be without actually being blood-related, so... Alright, title on the line. Let's get AJ in there. And Clementine. Kind of a cool matchup. Never thought I'd want to see this one. Alright, I'm going to put a prediction up. This is for Eevee. Let's go, baby. You're a meat popsicle. What the hell does that mean? Colorado's also responsible for Bober. She's in like a pretty red area of Colorado. You heard that Florida didn't pass legalization of marijuana? Yeah, that was my first tonight. And I didn't want to like be negative about it, but once you guys said that marijuana didn't pass, I was like, wait, what? Like apparently a bunch of conservatives stopped. Like I was just casually while we were on our break, I was looking at stuff, and a lot of like progressive liberal propositions didn't pass today. Like it was a lot of conservative stuff that basically got it. Current election results are bumming me out. Me too. Trust me, I'm with you on this one. Yeah, 80%. Yeah, it just seems like he's got the momentum. You know, we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be a weird time. I don't know how else to, you know, talk about it than that. It's gonna be fucking weird. All right, AJ Styles versus Clementine. You guys can hang out with me. We can all be bummed out together. All right, AJ Styles, Clementine, let's go. You should look into how Kansas is legalizing marijuana. Well, I just think across the board, it doesn't make any sense to me, like why any state would say no to legalization of marijuana, you know, unless they were willing to get rid of alcohol. Because yeah, it's just personal freedom at this point. Alcohol is way worse for you than marijuana. So like, what is the argument that we're not gonna do weed, but we'll let you chug booze? You know, that never computes to me. If Harris does come back and wins, Matt will come in shorts. No, I'll just be relieved because like this is nuts. I feel like we're living in an alternate reality where a bunch of people don't take, like, it's almost like the best way I could describe it is, it's like a guy has a gun to your head. He's telling you he's going to shoot you, and then you clap for him and think you, like, I trust you. You tell him I trust you. Like, I just think a lot of people are just absolutely in the dark about what's about to happen. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's true, though. So, like, I was talking to Michelle about this. It was, like, what was it, like the 30s or the 20s? So there was like a sexual revolution in this country where you know you would think back then, no, that's not the case. But there was, like, they were way more loose with their media. Like, the early movies had women, you know, doing very, like, sassy things. Maybe it was even, like, the 40s or 50s. I can't remember. But, like, it was, like, a sexual revolution. But there was a conservative wave that came over the country, and that's where we went, you know, kind of back into getting rid of all that. And how it took a while, a lot longer, for people to kind of get rights that they deserved. And that can just happen sometimes. Sometimes you'll just have a societal shift where everybody's just like, okay, now we're just going to be fucking weird. Bitcoin's just set a new all-time high, surpassing its previous record of 73.77K. That's an interesting one, too, though, because he's on record as of last year saying that Bitcoin was a scam and that he would never support it, and now he's selling Bitcoin. So, you know. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Good luck, Evie. And good luck to Psyop Girl. Let's get this done. Yeah, once he started doing his own coin, you know, he didn't care if it was a scam. As long as he's the one doing the scamming, then he's fine with it. That's like classic Trump. All right, I don't have this guy's theme. I don't have AJ's theme, so he's going to get Braun Strowman's theme, whatever that is. All right, let me know if the audio is okay, too. Funny, too, is Chris was considering voting for him as of like a month ago, but he started getting so extreme that even Chris was like, I can't do this anymore. He's like, our democracy is on the line now. He's like, I realize it now. But I'll give Chris credit. Chris was like, oh, he's definitely winning. I was like, oh, well, you know, we'll see. And he's like, no, he's winning. I was like, fuck. Chris was totally right, probably. Yo, what song is this? I can't even hear his song, bro. I feel like we are just entering the last phase of the Weimar Republic before Hitler and Nazis take over. Yeah, we'll see. 50 million or some million votes are pretty impressive for both parties. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that she like didn't get support, but she just didn't get enough. Since you said in your last live stream that there are always assholes that is the cause of no world peace using religion or science, do you think that there is no hope for us as a whole? Yeah, I think ultimately, unfortunately, human beings are incredibly forgetful of the past. And I didn't really think that until recently. I think we have a problem with, as new generations come, a lot of them just don't pay attention to the mistakes that we've made before. I don't know how this is Braun Strowman's theme either. Alright, is Clementine's a little easier to understand? Yeah. There's my girl. Man, you better hope that you don't get pregnant in Texas, Clementine. For the best, Styles' current theme sucks. Yeah, I don't like it either. I hate it. Forgetful and dismissive. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go online right now, a lot of his supporters are acting like online trolls. They're like, it's almost like interacting with someone who's like, owning the libs, lol, take that. It's like, it's not serious. I think I and many just underestimated how many of those people are out there. Right. Let's go. Good luck. Can Evie win that belt with AJ Styles? We shall see.
Introducing the challenger.
I want to check my text now. I bet I'm getting bombed right now.
218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 100 pounds, the Internet
Right.
$1 Million Champion.
There's our girl. Former tag team champion, former heavyweight champion, multi-time heavyweight champion in both 2K23 and 2K22. Has not won the title in 2K24, though. About the current reigning donation champion. I did hear that they're going to make a new Scary Movie. Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I kind of am cool to go back to those shitty, you know, on-the-fly movies, those pop culture flicks. The problem is they better, like, it better be Scary Movie 1 quality and not Scary Movie 2, 3, 4, 5 quality. Yeah, hopefully, because the first one's fun. Like, I don't think it's great, but it's fun. Who was the model for Clem? Marco Stunt? Did you see? Oh, did I not? No, she's good. She's good. Did you see Marco Stunt retired? Poor guy. Apparently his body gave out. He just said he wants to keep going, but his body just can't do it anymore, which sucks. I'm never a fan of his, but you know, you never want to see someone go out that way. It was good lasagna though. Scary Movie 4 was good, but 5 was so ass. I've only ever seen the first one. Me and Michelle one time, what was it, like a couple months ago? We watched that weird superhero one that's like same thing, like a parody. We got about halfway through. God, it was not funny. It was awful. Oh, we did? That sucks. He's young too? Yeah. Well, I think he's actually in his like 30s. He just looks young because of the, you know, whatever disease he has that stunted his growth. Marco Stunt. His brother looks exactly the same too. They're like borderline twins, I believe. They have the same, you know, whatever it is they have the same thing. All right, AJ with those chops. So far, Clementine is getting smacked down. Oh, he's 28? Oh, okay. I thought he was in his 30s. My bad. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah, superhero movie. One with the guy from Nickelodeon. I don't know. It was the one that made fun of the Avengers. It was really bad. Jake Hager is getting hate for being a Trump supporter. Well, listen, he's probably in the majority right now. Oh, hey, Val, welcome. Welcome to the Downer stream. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Holy shit, man. Crazy times. Crazy times. I honestly, I'm like kind of shocked at the moment, to be honest, even though I knew it was a possibility. Clementine, getting to the top. You know what it'll be like? You know what I hope happens? And I truly mean this. I really do. I hope they ban porn. I hope they do it. I don't know if you guys know this, but people in his inner circle have been bragging that they're going to do that. They're going to do a federal ban on porn. I hope they do it. Because I want these fucking morons to go, wait a minute. Nothing they do was supposed to affect me and things that I like. I hope they do it. Let's go full fucking Christian fascist and just ban everything that they don't like. Honestly, it would be fun to at least watch them go, oh, wait a minute, what the fuck is this shit? Uh-oh, Styles Clash. Dude, that might be it. 1, 2. Kick out. Clementine's getting destroyed. Green, was it Disaster movie that had the Avengers thing in it? Maybe it was that one. How are you doing, Val, though? How you holding up? I gotta tell you, man, I like borderline feel like I have like a knot in my stomach right now. So everyone will have to live by Christian rule. If they take the Senate and the House, we're in real trouble. Like, if he just becomes president, it's going to be a problem. But if they get... And I don't know, like, is there any update on how the Senate and House are looking? They had a decent chance of taking back the Senate, or the House, but they had a really good chance of losing the Senate. But if the Dems take the Senate, or keep the Senate, and take the House, then it'll be some insulation. Senate's leaning red. Man, we're just gonna be back in 2016 again. And if they get all red, oh, we're done. If all of it goes red, we're totally done. I honestly mean that too. They're gonna do some shit. You gotta have some sort of insulation, otherwise it's just all over. Yeah, not great. Gotta admit, not great. Alright, well, hey, either way, maybe Clam could get a dub for Vaginas all out there. Yeah, that's not good, because if they have all three, then there's literally no way to oppose anything that they want to pass. They could just do whatever they want. Alright, they have to get in the ring. Cannot happen on the outside. Huge batch going to be reported in Georgia. Huge. Oh, I don't even know what her like path to victory looks like, though, if she's lost this much this fast. We're actually, like, it looks like we're on a collision course to, like, having it called tonight, if it's this aggressive. Okay, excuse me while I eat some delicious lasagna. Oh, trouble in clam dice! Uh-oh. Wait, here it is! belly driver. Cover. 1, 2. What happens if VP Kamala does not validate presidency? She will. The Dems don't have balls. She will. She'll do it. And big splash. 1, 2. Yo, what? She beats him with a splash. Oh, Evie, I'm sorry. What the hell? Wow. So I thought for sure AJ had it. He was beating the shit out of her. Yo, thank you though, Evie. I appreciate you throwing a little bit of, a little bit of something. I don't know even what to say. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Let's do that interdimensional title match with Michelle. Let me give you guys your points. Yo, Val, I was telling you, you weren't here earlier, but early on, my first warning sign was when somebody said that weed didn't pass in Florida, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, that should just be like a duh, you know? And then it just got progressively worse from there. Just horrible news after horrible news. How do you think I feel? I think all of us are sharing this, you know? Except for, I mean, there's a couple people that aren't as worried, or, you know, that are pro him, but like, goddamn, this is gonna be, what a ride we're about to be in for. Yeah, well, the thing is, Florida has a weird, like, passing that they have to do. So you have to, in order to get, like, something passed in Florida, it's got to be a 60% margin, which everywhere else it's only 50, which is, like, weird. Like, why do they do that? But, you know, maybe it's to stop stuff like this from happening. Is it over? I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Michelle came in, and I could just see it on her face. I could see it. Michelle's following it a lot closer than I am right now, and like, yeah, it does not look good. Remember, Biden is still president for 76 days. Yeah, but what can he do? You know, I mean, like, seriously, if the Dems were consistently saying that, you know, the other side doesn't respect democracy, which it clearly does not, you know, what can they do? If they try to do some sort of stunt, then they're just going to look like the crazy ones, you know? Who would be this Clementine? Is it Adam Driver? No, it's Clementine from. Haven't you ever played Rara, the Walking Dead Telltale games? She's the main character from that. I'm surprised if Trump gets Congress and he starts arresting his opponents. No, I won't. Like, this is what I'm saying though. Like, I keep saying this to people when I was debating or talking to them. And everybody's like, "You're crazy. You won't do that." Yeah, he will. Yes, he fucking will. Dude, if he has the opportunity to put all of his opponents in jail, the ones that were trying to put him in jail, he will do it. Like, I guarantee that. Everyone moved to a blue state? I'm in one, I'm good. Crazy, man. Can't believe it. Yeah, if they get all 3 branches, like, that's not great at all. Alright, interdimensional title. They're gonna come after us? I mean, I don't think they're gonna bother with, like, normal Joe Schmoes. I'm talking more like their political opponents and their, you know, like, I don't know, like, people that they consider radical, people that they're gonna give them a problem. I don't think that they're gonna bother with, like, average Joe Schmoes. But yeah, well, we're about to see. This is gonna be historically different for us. I think we severely underestimated how many Trump supporters there are. That, but I also think that, why does it say hit? Oh wait, let me see this real quick. I'll judge it. Oh, no, that's fine in the context of it. That's cool. Wait, how do I... It's not letting me... Why is it not letting me approve that one? Automod's like, fuck you, bitch. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want you using that word. You know, that's fine. If it doesn't want us using that word, then it doesn't want us using that word. That's fine. Wow, it won't even, like, give me the option to, like, delete the message. Alright, whatever. Oh, I think it's because you're a mod. I don't know if it's that we underestimated the support for him. I think people underestimated that there's a lot of people that are hurting to the point where they've decided they don't care who they throw their support over to. And they're just going to go to him because he's the alternative. Even though I think he's a big reason why we're where we are right now. Has all 3 branches been all one party heavy before? Yeah, but not when they're crazy. So, like, here's something that terrifies me. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House right now, he said point blank that they are going to repeal Obamacare. So that means that they have a plan to get rid of pre-existing conditions. So that's how that could affect me. I could lose my health insurance. And that would really come down to if they let the states choose or if they just decide, fuck it, we're just going to outright say, in law that, like, you just can't have pre-existing protections anymore. So, fun. Concept of a plan. Yeah, well, they're just going to do away with it, go back to the old school one, and they'll probably just call it a day. They'll just be like, the old one was better. All right, let's get Michelle in there. Interdimensional champion is Roman Reigns, so this actually should be pretty fun. Where are you, Roman? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's up in the air right now. All right, Roman, let's get his WrestleMania one. Okay, let me put up the prediction for you guys. No one wants Sleepy Joe's sloppy seconds. I don't think it had anything to do with her. I really don't. Because at this point, I think that people just wanted a different course of action. But I don't think they even understand what they're signing up for. But, yeah. I gotta say, America definitely let me down this time. Big time. I don't know how else I can put it. Alright, Michelle versus Roman Reigns. It's gonna be an interesting 4 years, though. That's for sure. The amount of things that we're going to lose is going to be epic if they get all three branches, all three houses, I mean. Different we had is bullshit. Yeah, but in their eyes, they don't think that, they just don't think that. Again, people have short memories, very short memories. Why surprised? Americans are dumb as fuck. Yeah, well, Americans are dumb, but like, I didn't think that we were so dumb that we would elect a guy who's a convicted felon who says that he has the right to suspend the Constitution. And send the military after his opponents and his critics. I didn't think we were that dumb, but I was proven wrong tonight, more than likely. Expect more Christian bullshit, prayers in schools, Muslim bans. Oh, it's gonna be something. We're about to find out Project 2025 is real. Yeah, well now if he wins and they get all three branches, or all three, the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they have no reason to pretend that it's not anymore. So if that shit was like legit, he'll just be like, fuck it. Trump has contacted the White House to get his Diet Coke button ready. You give people too much credit, that's why. No, I mean, up until now, I had no reason to not give them that credit. Don't forget, he will be able to put more MAGA. Yeah, well, he's going to get 2 more Supreme Court picks now, yeah. So, I think they were talking about how if he gets them young, which he will, basically the Supreme Court's going to be in their image for the rest of my life. Like, we won't be able to shift that until well after I'm dead. Unless we get a ballsy leftist that somehow wins everybody over and packs the court, but they're not going to do that. They're corporate through and through. They're not going to want to rock the boat. So, yeah. Well, there you go. Tell you, man, America, you get what you deserve. If you didn't see the danger in front of your face and you went to still pet the bear and it mauls you and you go back and pet it again, you deserve it. I used to be like you. I had hope at my age. I must know how stupid people truly are, and I just sail the seas. I would still prefer to, because like, you got to look at it this way, Miguel. Even though the majority are voting for him right now, that doesn't mean that there's not a bunch of people who live here that are not on board with his bullshit, What about the weed laws in California? What happens to that? I don't know. Do you think that with a supermajority, you think that they would ban weed federally again? I don't know if that would be the case. I actually feel like that's one of the things he'd be fine on because he is a business guy and he would want to tax it and then make money off of it. Because there's a big push for rich people and corporations to get weed and stuff. Dino, I know you think it's funny, but you're coming into a chat full of people that aren't in a very laughing mood right now, so I just have a little more respect. Like, there's no reason to dance on everybody when, people are really worried about what's going to happen to themselves and their families and friends and stuff. I have a little more respect, bud. If Trump gets Congress, leftists will be criminalized. I mean, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. They better not ban weed in Cali. No, but again, I kind of think that he's going to be fine with weed. Trump was even pro-vaping, and he didn't even want to deal with that. Well, it's true, though, that he was anti-vaping for a while, too, before he left office. Kamala can lose GA, North Carolina, and still win if she gets PA, MI, and WA. Yeah, but how are they looking? How are they fucking looking? All right, predictions up. Go for it. This is for the interdimensional title. Michelle won her, what should we call it? She won her marbles thing earlier tonight, and I decided to give her a shot at the interdimensional title. So this is held by Roman Reigns. The way this belt works is if we get 5 title defenses, or whoever the champion gets it, they drop the belt and they get either a heavyweight title or an IC title match. Those are all 3 toss-ups? Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Still not looking great, though. I'm just kind of sad, man. Like, I just can't believe that it's come down to this, you know? Even if she pulls it out, it's still fucking weird. Yeah, what's up, Roman? 27 Reigns. How are you, buddy? Thank you for the follow. So discussing the emerging country sports. I have no faith anymore. Don't take it out on everybody. Said there's a lot of people that still voted for her, so. Alright, here we go. Good luck to Michelle, and good luck to Roman Reigns. Let's get it on. Alright, after this we got a Loco to do. It's up to you guys. Do you want us to do more indie stuff? Would you like more WWE 2K? Would you like Coin Game? You know, would you like, we could go back to Hades 2. Like, we have options. Just let me know what you guys are in the mood for. I will follow your guys' lead. We have Power Wash as well, if you guys want. We can do a poll after this, if you guys want. And I will try to stay as positive as I can for all of you guys. Where's Michelle's thing? Got it. Alright, I'm going to chug right after this. Yeah, but 4 years ago was different, Val. We had COVID. Hi, Crown. Yo, man. Thank you. I needed that laugh. 4 more years of Matt Trump's impersonation. Let's go. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I know it's against what you believe in, but I'm still on board with restricting voters. Boomers will continue to ruin the planet until they die and won't be satisfied. No, yeah, I'm not informed. I'm of the opinion that if democracy dies, it should die with the vote and not be taken away from people so that they have no say. Because you're just gonna kill the country faster if you take away people's ability to vote. Good man, thanks for streaming anytime, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Yo, and Roman, how's Scotland treating you guys right now?
The guy with the biggest pecs.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, Adam, we're doing it right after this match. Evie, are you still there? I want to make sure she's there. I'll text her if she's not. Yeah, guy with the laser. Okay, Evie. How are you doing? Are you okay? You have TV dinner? Oh, what kind did you get? That belt looks so tiny on him. Reigns, Roman Reigns. Want me, mommy? Yeah, I've been texting mine. She's still staying positive, but that's what parents do, you know? You gotta be positive for your kids. Man Reigns. Crazy, dude. So here's a poll that came out of Pennsylvania. Trump plus 7 advantage among those who believe democracy in the U.S. is threatened. So that poll means that they think that Kamala is a bigger threat to democracy than he is. Wow. That is a real fucking dumbass statement. Holy shit. Holy Christ, man. Okay. Yeah, it looks like PA is leaning towards him right now. And I believe that. Yo, Biden's probably sitting back smoking a cigar going, haha. Why does he look like Jason Momoa? Bro, he's been around forever. But also, they just kind of look like each other. They're both Samoan. I want to call him Conan O'Brien as Roman Reigns. We need Conan Reigns. Alright. As an outside, is history to making? Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. Ugh. He's not the basis of Metallica. Oh yeah, no, I agree with you, Val. I mean, at least they tried, you know, because like I am of the opinion that if they did a primary, I think it would have been even worse because it would have taken them longer to get whoever won that up and running. So this was the best case scenario because that dumbass wouldn't drop out, you know, decided to run again. I think that they gave it a decent shot overall. Not great. I think they could have done better things, but they gave it a good, decent shot. Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. I muted my mom over a Pro Mega shouts. Oh, they're gonna fill the streets tonight, tomorrow. Remember in 2020 when Trump lost to Biden, everybody was in the streets celebrating. We're gonna get that tomorrow if it keeps going in this direction. Lots of libs are gonna be eating shit tonight and tomorrow. God, he has the longest title entrance of all time. He'll crush you. He will spear you. It was funny, I watched a bit of the Undertaker podcast with Trump, and at one point, Undertaker... Honestly, you know, I have to give him some credit, by the way. The more that I've seen him talk, even if we don't agree, like, I actually kind of like him as a person. He, at one point, was like... because they were describing, Trump asked, how did the locker room work? So, like, if some guy goes into business for himself, and Undertaker's like, no, he's like, that doesn't... They would be kicked out immediately. And, like, they just wouldn't be a part of our locker room. And he goes, because he's like, there are guys that I don't like. Like, we don't get along. Like, we don't like each other. Like, we have very different opinions on life. He's like, but when you're in that locker room, you do what's best for the common good of the company and get along. Like, you have to make it work. And he was like, I really wish that politics would work that way. He goes, I miss the fact that back in the day, people could disagree but still work together. And he's like, I really wish we could get back to that. And Trump just went, oh, yeah. You can tell him, he went, no, fuck that shit. I was like, but, that was respectable of Undertaker to say that. All right, Michelle.
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in.
This would be Roman's first title defense. He actually crushed Vanilla Ice to get here.
Internet's the Universal Hybrid Champion, Roman Reigns.
There are issues with the machines in Apache County, or Apache County, and voters are being turned away. Is that one of the, like, more Dem-leaning areas? Regardless of who wins, I think there's going to be a recount. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that close, though. Recounts only can work if it's, like, really close. This doesn't seem close. Alright, let's go. Have I ever versed Michelle? Yeah, and she won. She was here with you guys that night. I think she beat me. Alright, here we go. Still going to be porn, but you won't have access to it, or we'll have to buy it off the black market. Yeah, I mean, again, these are people that were like in his administration that were bragging that if they get all three branches, the House, I keep saying branches, but I keep forgetting the Supreme Court's a branch. But if they get the House, Senate, and the White House, that they were gonna literally push to ban porn. So, you know, that'll be fun. Yeah, it's Donald Trump's coming back in PA and Wisconsin. I kind of felt like that was that, yeah. Yep, fascinating. All right, Michelle, try to take down the tribal chief. It does feel like it's probably a red wave, yeah. You gonna let Roman treat your girl like that? I mean, at this point, I gotta let her get her frustrations out. Isn't porn already being banned? No, some of the states were requiring IDs. So, like, you'd have to send your ID into the state to prove you're of age, which is crazy. And then other states were requiring Pornhub to have porn to have a verification. So, like, you'd have to basically put in your birthday before you logged into it. That one's less extreme. I still think it's dumb, but it's less extreme. The ID one is crazy. I think that's Utah, where, like, they're literally requiring you to, like, show your ID to the government before you're allowed to do porn. But with that one, basically everybody just uses a VPN to get around it. What's interesting, though, is that people don't understand the government can block IPs or VPNs if they want. And so, like, one of the things that the guy I watched on the podcast that was in the Trump administration before talking about banning porn talked about all that stuff. Well, they're not dumb. Like, they know. That's the stupidest thing ever to ban porn. You got to look at it from their perspective. These people have wanted kind of like a Christian, you know, Christian revolution in government. And if they are given, you know, full control with no pushback whatsoever, they're going to do everything they want to do because this is their only opportunity to do it. So from their perspective, like, this is it. It's time now. Like, they see this as the reckoning. So they will go for whatever they can. Oh, she got him. Twist and double arm suplex. 1, 2. Kick out. I'm in Virginia now, and they basically say it's banned until lawmakers change something because they don't want the ID thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, do you want the government knowing what you're stroking it off to? No. I hate to say it, Matt, but I think it's over. I think it's over, too. Yeah, I think it's done. I think he's got it. I'm with you. I'm basically like, it would take a miracle at this point. My main concern now isn't that he's winning. My main concern is that it looks like they're taking both of the House and the Senate as well. Because it's just gonna be unbelievable. The stuff that they're gonna do, I think, is going to absolutely blow some people's minds. A lot of the people who voted for this are gonna be shocked at what we're about to get. Things that I don't think they ever thought or even considered as possibilities. 1, 2, kick out. Everyone is different. I don't care what the person decides to do, but don't push that stuff on me. They are going to 100% push all of their beliefs on all of you. They're gonna do it. Why wouldn't they? If they have nothing to stop them, why would they bother, you know, being conservative? Ironically enough, they're gonna go super extremist and do whatever they want. All right, reverse DDT. It's more of an Islam revolution. I think this is gonna resemble that. Kind of, but like our version of it. Yeah. Intro's longer than the match? Well, we'll see. It's not over yet. Right. I know the other thing, too, that's going to be crazy. Like, I guarantee they're going to do a federal abortion ban. I guarantee it. I debated a lot of people about this, but if they have control of all of the, you know, the different levels of government, they'll definitely do it. Oh, let's go! Hey, some good news. At least Michelle got the dub. Let's go. Boom.
Here is your winner. And
Just went to get dinner and a majority minority staff, and they literally had it already locked while it's still open because of how scared they are, and I have never been more ashamed to be American in my life. It is what it is, bro. Not an Islam resolution at all. Mississippi passed a law where you can't ever criticize Israel or else it's anti-Semitic. Yeah, well, that's gonna happen too. All right. Woo! Crazy, man. We literally got the worst case scenario. Like, literally. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We got the worst case outcome. All right. I'm gonna let you guys vote on what we do next. Let me give you guys your points here. Michelle at least got the belt. Let me update our records. Gas price is gonna go up? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I can't answer that. But prices in general are gonna go up because if they do those tariffs, like regular goods are gonna cost more. The way tariffs work, if you've never looked into them, tariffs basically just make it so that we're not going to take foreign goods anymore. We're going to raise the cost of those. And so that means that we will start selling those things here, but we'll have to sell it at a premium. So if you're paying, you know, X amount of dollars for shirts or for food, it's going to cost more because that's just how it works. That's how tariffs are. It's good in the long run, in theory, because it will bring back production to the United States. But, you know, we're looking at like 5 to 10 years of waiting for that to happen, where people are going to be price gouged even more than they are now, before that maybe works. And that's only in theory. That doesn't actually mean it's going to. It's one of those things where it's like, we'll see. So I wonder what excuses people will make when all the prices of everything goes up under him. Like, I wonder if they'll just blame the libs. All right, November. Oops, sorry. November. And we're gonna do a chug right now. Fuck it. If you guys want to join me, feel free. I feel like if there's ever a time, it's now. All right, November 2024 defenses 0. All right, let's give her overall title records. It's close to retirement. I know it's at the window. Yeah. I mean, she's gonna lose. I'd rather her lose, right? I don't want to wait 5 days. Just learn that. I would definitely prefer to just know tonight. Yeah. So surprised Ted Cruz went after banning Texas. Oh, did Ted Cruz hold on to his seat too? Oh yeah, this is just a disaster. All right, hold on. Overall records. Let's see. Yep, I lost it. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I do this, or I'm just gonna totally forget. We gotta give Michelle her win here. All right. Love Powerwolf and their name. What's Powerwolf? Is that a band? Matt. Oh, actually, I do remember Powerwolf, actually. A little bit. I think I have some of them. Matt, if you want to feel more dumb, go to Jake Hager's Twitter. No, I don't. So, like, I just don't think dancing on people, like, you know, and, like, owning them when they're down is a great idea. And I will say, I've done it before myself, but, like, I would say the last, 3 or 4 years, probably, like, 2-3 years, though, I've come to the conclusion that that doesn't do anybody any good. Alright, I told you guys I have a philosophy of respect. I feel like you should give it out to people if you expect to receive it back. And just dunking on people is not... I'm not interested in that. Why is Vermont voting for Kamala, then voted red for governor? Yeah, that's interesting. Man, they're going to be looking through all of this shit for years to come. Looking at 48 red Senate members already. Shit. Yeah, I think they've got it. Yeah, respect is earned. Yeah, but also I just feel like I give it out to people. If they don't give it back, then feel free to shit on them, you know? Styles is definitely MAGA, yeah. All right. Let me put up a poll. You guys can choose what we do next. I think I'm going to take a quick breather, too. We are going to keep going, though. Let me, I just want to go make sure that, like, she's okay, by the way. I'm sure she's fine, but she did look pretty disgusted. So I'm gonna go say hi to her real quick. We'll put up a poll when we come back. We'll slam this loco, and we'll do whatever you guys vote on. I'm gonna be on tomorrow? Yes. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Hold on. I'm gonna give you guys some options based off of what you guys were suggesting. And you guys can see what you want to do for the rest of the night. All right, pick a game. All right, we have Power Wash Simulator. Yeah, we're gonna do more Alan Wake tomorrow. All right, we have Power Wash Simulator. We'll put here. We've done WWE 2K to death. Let's what were the other ones again, guys? You wanted Power Wash Simulator. Oh, Coin Game. The Coin Game. What were the other ones? Throw them up again. I know we had indie games. And let's see. I'm looking right now. I guess we can put... Oh, Isaac and Brotato, maybe? Arizona's weird. It's close in the president race, but Adem is leading for the Senate race. It's weird, man. Yeah. I don't know. I can't make sense of it anymore at this point. My brain's, like, overstimulated with negative thoughts. Alright, let's put Isaac. And was there one more that you guys want me to put in as a possibility to vote? To play after this? Right now we have Power Wash Simulator, Coin Game, Indie Games, Isaac, and we have one more spot. Remember what it is, a Futurama episode in Nixon got reelected by like 5 votes? Dude, I would take Nixon over Trump, too. Like, Nixon wasn't perfect and he had a lot of problems, but Nixon wasn't anti-constitutional. Wasn't 2020 a red mirage like this and Biden ended up winning? No, but this is different. This looks really bad. We started seeing momentum already at this point, and there were definite like people saying hold out, it's coming. It's the reason why there was a mirage in 2020 was because there was the mail-in ballots and all the Dems did that, so like there wasn't this show of force. The tomato game, come on. No, I don't know if I'm in the mood for Alan Wake today. We'll do it tomorrow though. Man, at this point, what kind of democracy candidate do you believe can win going forward? I have no idea. We would have to wait a couple years for that one. Alright, I will put then... Let me find a game on here. Balatro? What about... I don't have Balatro up right now. Oh, we have Fall Guys. That one's pretty, like, mind-numbingly easy. The saving ghost. Come on. All right, I'm gonna put Fall Guys. Okay, I'm gonna take about a 10-minute breather, guys. Again, I'm not going anywhere. If you guys have to leave, thanks for hanging. I'm sorry that it was a downer stream, but it was always a possibility. But if you want to come on back in about 10 minutes, we have a loco we're gonna do, and we're gonna finish out with whatever you guys decide. So here you go. Prediction is, or I'm sorry, poll is up. I'm even gonna set a timer, so I'm just gonna go talk to her and make sure she's doing okay. She's strong as fuck though, so she'll probably be fine. But I just wanna, you know, as a good boyfriend, like a good boyfriend, Matt Zion's there. All right, there you go. And yeah, poll is up. Pick whatever you want, chat, and I will be back in a few. All right, see you soon. All right, let's go. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. All right, where are we at on this thing? Looks like Coin Game is getting the dub right now. Okay. How are you guys all doing? How are you guys all holding up? Let's see. Trump is a narrow but clear favorite to win. Georgia, North Carolina. If he does, Harris would need to sweep MI, PA, and WI. Well, Pennsylvania seems like it's gone. It doesn't. It seems like it's pretty much getting to the point where it's almost over. What's funny is at the start I saw him. He seemed pretty worried because he was tweeting the whole "stay in line, keep voting," and I was like, I kind of was like, oh man, that's what people do when they're like desperate. Like I've seen it before, happen in politics before. Where, you say that shit. Like, I saw Bernie do it one year, and I was like, that's not good. Like, I knew Bernie was already in trouble. That's usually what you do, because you're just like, please, keep voting. When I went and took that last break before this one, I pulled up my phone on Twitter, and the first thing I saw was Tim Waltz going, please stay in line, don't leave the line. It's like, oh, shit. That's like, fuck. That's a bad sign, bro. It's like, son of a bitch. I was like, you couldn't write a better thing for me to see the first time I opened my phone. I was telling her, though, since it does look likely that they're going to take the House, the Senate, and the presidency, this is a moment in time where this is a wake-up call for liberals and Democrats. This is a wake-up call. And, I've been talking about this for a while now. They're going to have a choice to make because this bullshit, moderate, corporate, pro-business, ignoring regular people's needs and only helping them a little at a time, yeah, that's done now. Because, like, it's now, this is it. This is the death of the Democratic Party. The corporate version of it. They need to, if they have any hope to ever fix anything in their view of things, the only way that they're going to be able to do that is to be FDR-style Democrats. Is to be the ones that don't care about the corporations as much, and care about human beings. Will they do that? Who knows? I mean, I doubt it. But yeah, if their entire philosophy on politics has completely failed, spectacularly, to the point where I don't know how they can hold their heads up anymore. They need to radically change at this point. The old way of doing things worked with the old Republicans. It does not work with the MAGA Republicans anymore. The new version of them. It just doesn't. So, you say never happened, but I mean, there have been points in history where political parties did radically change. They had to, or they just would just disappear. It has happened before. Radically change their MAGA? They did. I mean, you can say what you want, but I mean, MAGA did take over the Republican Party successfully, I would say. I think there's a strong chance that we'll never recover from this if you want my honest thoughts. Me too, but you can either lay down and die, or you can keep thinking about, being optimistic about the future. All governments care about is profits. Democrats did this to themselves. Yeah, but I mean, so I'm talking about FDR. When FDR took over power, he didn't care about profits. He didn't care about money. He didn't care about corporations. He saw the threat, and they changed to face it. And like that's what the Dems are going to have to be. The Obama way of doing things is now dead. It is gone. You will never go back to that way of things. If they try, it is going to fail them. So they've got a choice to make. They need to start being more of the pro-worker, pro-middle, lower-class party, or it's done for them. Like, this is a devastating loss for the Democratic Party, for sure, as it currently stands. I was going to say this will be something our grandkids will read about in history books. Those books will probably be banned. Yeah, probably. I mean, you are talking about the people who said that we shouldn't teach people about certain aspects of slavery and the Civil War because it makes white kids feel bad about being white. That's the kind of logic that we're up against right now. So, at least you only need to deal with them for 4 more years. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they do, but if they have all 3 of the, the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they are 100% going to start doing some extremely radical shit that I think people didn't think would be possible. Is this how the Yankees lost to the Dodgers in the World Series? Yeah, maybe. Holy shit, dude. California staying blue. I mean, yeah, come on. Like, I'm sure that wasn't even close. I would be surprised to see the numbers. Maybe he did better than people expected. I don't know. Who will run for the Democratic Party next election? Who knows? Way too early to tell. Anybody who gives you any, ideas, who knows? They're lying. Nobody knows. I think they're going to push for no term limits, or at least push for sitting presidents sit in office for life. Yeah, but if they do that without eliminating Barack Obama, he will definitely run again. Knowing him, imagine that. By the way, I mean, we'll see. But imagine if in 4 years there's an Obama-Trump election. Honestly, that sounds like hell. Fuck both of them. Obama's one of the reasons we're in this fucking mess to begin with his moderate bullshit. So, yeah. After this run, Matt, Trump can't run for president again, right? Well, they can change it so that there's no term limits. They would need... I think they would need a 60-seat majority for that, though. I don't think they can do that with 50. But they can vote to get rid of the filibuster, and then I think they can just do that instead. Which would be incredibly ironic, because they were the ones that constantly said that we can't get rid of the filibuster because it would be too extreme, and then the other side would use it against us. But I definitely could see them doing it, and then just saying, fuck it, then we can do whatever we want. Yeah. Because, there's nothing stopping them. Says electoral college is so broken, though. It blatantly favors rural areas. It does. Well, the problem is that it favors the minority over the majority. But that's kind of how it was designed, though. Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, it is. It's a bullshit system. We're the only ones that use this this specific one. There are ones that are similar, but most countries just do a, because I think England has one that's similar. But most countries just do a popular vote, because that makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you just listen to the majority of people? Not specific areas counting more than other areas. But, I've always been pretty iffy on the electoral college. Randy versus Cena all over again. 2/3 of each House of Congress and 3/4 of the states to change the Constitution. Okay. Ooh, fucking hell. The White House will be decorated like trash again. Yeah. Melania didn't have much taste, I have to say. Trump might win the popular vote this time? Man, that'd be wild if he did. I know that they did say it was possible if he had a blowout. World War III soon? Well, that was possible with Kamala too, though, because the way the Dems have handled the Israel situation is honestly just fucking disgusting. Having no red line for our allies and just letting them do whatever they want is, I mean, come on. What are we doing here, It was 53 to 43 in California. So what were, I don't know, I'm just curious if you could look it up real quick, DJ. What was the 2020 result for California? Like, did he do better or did he do worse this time? That actually looks like it might be better. I'm telling you, the mail-in ballots might take a while. Even in the swing states, it's not over. The problem is that everybody did mail-in ballots this time, not just Dems. Because COVID was the reason why that was a big deal in 2020. Which is why when I heard the whole, Red Wave Mirage thing, I was questioning it, but I was like, these people know more than I do. Well, apparently they didn't. Kamala should have went on Rogan's podcast. Hydrate, you say? Well, we're about to do something fun. All right, listen, I'm going to give you guys a second. If you want to join me, we have a loco to do. And it sounds like a great idea right now. So, if you do want to join and go grab a beverage, please, by all means, get one. You can raise them. We can toast together. What states does Trump have to win the election? I mean, just the rest of the swing states, basically. It's amazing though. He dominated the swing states. Like, he just did. That's all there is to it. It was a domination for the ones that he's gotten so far and how he's done. Just absolutely did not see that coming at all. Imagine Joe Rogan was on a deciding factor. No, I don't think that's the case. This election to me feels like this was always coming. And people were just in denial about it, because it does sound like he's outperforming the polls even. Like, he is doing better than expected. It sounds like even the pollsters got this one wrong. I guess the keys don't mean much when you have a woman running. I don't think it has anything to do with her being a woman. Maybe it factored in a little bit. I think ultimately this was a message to the Democratic Party that people felt like they did not do enough when they were given the keys to the kingdom in 2020. And this is the problem, is that I will say, maybe I'm curious what Val thinks about this. When they ran with Biden instead of Bernie, I still think that was a huge mistake. Even if, let's say, Trump won and beat Bernie was going to be a message of change and difference. Whereas Biden was just normal, like just normal shit. And I know that people wanted that back, but the problem is that after about 6 months, people got sick and tired of the normal shit and they wanted something different, and he was not willing to do any of those things. He was very moderate, slow change guy, and that's not what people are wanting right now. Like, they want an extreme to counter an extreme. You know, they don't want this middle of the road corporate bullshit. He did better. It was 63% and 34% in 2020. So, but, well, no, if it's, wait, if you said, if he got 43 this time instead of 34, yeah, he did way better. So he even got a bunch of California people, too. Yeah, he did way better. There's just no denying it. It is what it is. It's a hard reality. Did you see the fake Melania? What do you mean, fake Melania? What, did they put up, like, a poster board because she wouldn't be there or something? It is funny how much she hates his ass. Yeah, dude, Amy, I'm with you on that, too. That really bothered me, that they thought in the final week of the campaign that getting celebrities to come out was going to make a difference. Bro, giving people hope that you're gonna do something that's gonna change their lives is what they don't fucking care if Beyonce's out there. Like, this is what Hillary tried too, and it didn't fucking work. It's crazy. Like, why do they keep, these corporate Dems just keep doing the same song and dance over and over again? Biden was old school centrist. He didn't represent change. Exactly. And I'm sorry, but this is it. This was the knife through the heart of centrist ideology. It's done. Like, it's all she wrote. Like, they have to do something different. If they just keep with this same failure of a strategy over and over again, they're done. And their failures are gonna come back on all of us. People are saying he had a body double with him today. It looks like a totally different woman in the pictures. Oh, I saw her standing next to him earlier today. It was her. She just had like a hat on and she had a lot of makeup and shit. It was her. They brought celebrities that were on Diddy's list. It was bad timing. Oh, yo, like, I'll even throw it further than that, DJ. What the fuck were they doing putting Bill Clinton out there? Like, what were they doing with that? That, and now I feel extremely vindicated when I criticize them for just, like, prancing around with the Cheneys. What a horrific decision that was. No, but, like, they didn't win over any Republicans. None. Like, why would you take a woman who was so unpopular, she got destroyed in her primary, and think that that was going to be a winning strategy? Holy shit, man. I just think the Dems made a lot of stupid calculations. And, you know, unfortunately, I was proven right. Because, I mean, I was saying these things for a little while, and I was hoping I was wrong, but no, I was definitely right. Nobody wants to follow Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney. Fuck them. They're both war criminals. They're both horrible human beings. And they're not even popular amongst their own party. So, I don't know what they expected to get out of that. Biden was really just Biden time for his Trump comeback. You know, you're right. You were discounting the fact that the Democrats may not get a chance to come back from this. We'll end up as a one-party state like Russia or China. Maybe. But, you know, I could sit here and just be like, all right, fuck it, guys. It's all over. We're done. Or I could tell you about what I hope to see change. You know, that's the whole point of this country, is to have a little bit of optimism and learn from your mistakes. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, imagine Biden runs again. Oh my god. Please, Jesus. What's up, Zook? How are you? Dems would rather lose than shift to the left of center. Yeah, but not when it's this. This was a historic thrashing. They just got taken out back in Old Yellard. Okay? I cannot describe, if it stays on the current course, which it looks very likely to. This is history. Like, you're going to read about this shift in history books. So either they're going to learn from this, if they even get an opportunity like Val said, they're going to learn from this, or they're just going to keep losing. That's all there is to it. I don't know, man. Enough with this centrist garbage, though. It's done. Centrism is dead. It's over. Enough of that garbage. It's so fucking lame, and it does nothing for anyone. At least not enough to change people's minds. I'm sorry to say, this country continually tells me that I should always expect the worst. No, I mean, I just don't agree with that. I think everybody's in a bad mood right now, obviously, because this, you know, it's a horrible outcome. But overall, if you look at the history of our country, we have always slowly moved forward. Are we about to take a huge step back? Yes. But I do have faith that ultimately we can work this out and we'll learn from it. But it's going to be a long time. I mean, like, it's probably going to be past my lifetime, you know, at age 40. So, I don't know, man. Did you give up on Helldivers 2? Yeah, only temporarily, but that's because Tom was over it. Me and Doc still liked it, but Tom was kind of done. I'd like to go back to it, though. It was a good game. It's only happened twice, believe, in history. A president wins, then loses and wins again. Yeah, yep. Trump's only the second person to ever do it. Yes, indeed. But and he's the only person to ever do it with the same party. The previous guy, I can't remember who it was. You guys will tell me. It's like Grover Cleveland or something. But he ran, or he was the president in one party. Then he went to a different one to win it again because they wouldn't have him back. So he like went into another oppositional party. Something along those lines. I mean, if the agenda of this coming administration comes true, it probably won't go back to what it was now. It'll be like expecting Russia to be 100% functional in the future. Yeah, but I think that we have more resistance than Russia does. I think that one of the things that might be our saving grace in the end is that we are defiantly independent. And I would be very shocked if the people who did not support this decision, even if they're not in the majority, they're not just going to roll over and die. I mean, like, they would literally have to start putting people in prison to stop that movement from ever gaining some type of steam. Kiss Ukraine goodbye? I mean, we should have kissed Ukraine goodbye a while ago. Let's just be honest here. Like, I feel for them, and I wish that, you know, we could have done more for them, but it was a losing cause, and we put too much emphasis on them. Biden was their last hope, you know, and Kamala would have stayed with him, but... And as far as Palestine, oh yeah, that shit's done. That's done, son. He's gonna let them run wild, which I'm worried about, because that could literally lead to a bigger conflict with Iran, and then by proxy you've got China, and you've got what am I thinking of? China, Iran, and Russia. But I mean, I think he's gonna be pretty comfortable with Vladimir. So I don't know if that'll be a problem or not. Oh man, Grover's such a cool name. I'd vote for him just for that. Yeah, Grover Cleveland. It is a cool name. He was a unique guy. I don't even know if that's the one who got the 2 terms, but honestly, that's their problem over there. Let's fix America first. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I don't want to abandon our allies, but when you have people, you know, that are living here, you know, all over, even in California, even though, you know, we're a little more isolated or insulated from it. When you have people that are overwhelmingly telling you, your own constituents telling you, you know, we think you're spending too much money on these foreign wars we don't want to support. Like, our lives are bad. Help us. And they ignore that. Yep. You know, sometimes that'll push people away just enough to where this happens. If Trump wins, does that mean Elon will be deported too? No, he wants to put Elon in charge of government spending. Elon wants to cut $2 trillion from the budget. Now, here's the real scary part. Because they're going to get the House, if they do get the House, that means they're going to do it. So that means they will have the ability to do that. So I mean, Social Security, see you later. All the old people that supported Trump, you're fucked. You know, any type of like food stamps, any type of like program that will help the lower and middle class, that shit's done. They will get rid of it. And they're just going to shift all the funds over to wealthy corporations and rich people. Like, it's going to be, we've already kind of been there, but it's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth we've ever seen in our lifetimes. They're just going to give all the money to wealthy people and tell everybody else to fuck off. Which is going to hurt their people too, which is ironic about it. Is that a lot of their people's lives are about to get way worse, and they don't realize it. They think this is like the greatest thing ever. So yeah, dude, that's crazy. We're gonna get trickle-down economics for a 4th time. It's already failed miserably 3 times. Reagan, Bush, and Trump failed miserably, and we're gonna do it for a 4th fucking time. That's wild shit. Yeah, RFK in charge of women's health, and he's on record. It was last week. He was interviewed, and he said point blank that he would support an abortion ban, a federal abortion ban. Yeah, all right, it's gonna be interesting. Just telling you, hey, it's not gonna be boring. I'll tell you that. They will just blame the president before them. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic Trump move. Is like blame the Dems even when they're not in power. Or if they are, you know, whatever. Just deflect. Deflect, deflect, deflect. Oh, Michelle's okay. She's okay. You know, me and her are in the same ballpark. We're both happy we live here. Yeah. There you go, chick. You know, all I can say, though, is, you know, despite the fact that this is a disaster, unapologetic disaster, I'm just happy to have you guys here. So, you know, it is what it is, but hopefully, you know, we can all weather the storm. We'll see. What do you mean? The Dems did the same thing?
Let's go, princess.
But the Dems were right, though, because the problem with these nuts is that any time that the Dems try to do partisanship throughout, any time since Obama, at least, they did a little bit with Clinton, but anytime they tried to do partisanship, like the Dems would constantly try to meet the Republicans, like by giving them their own thing. Obamacare is literally a Republican idea that Mitt Romney used when he was governor, and they just went, no, fuck off, we don't want it, and that would consistently push them further right. So like the Dems have this fascination with, we need to be more like Republicans, and that we saw how that went. Because like, think about it, it makes sense. If you have, you know, this thing that gives you everything you want, and then you've got a diet version of it, why the fuck wouldn't you just vote for the thing you want? Like, being a diet Republican got them nowhere, and it never really did. And so at the end of the day, man, like, the liberals need to act like liberals. They need to do liberal policies and stop trying to just be diet Republicans. It's a disaster. Like, it just doesn't fucking work. I think that's the only way they ever have a path back to any type of influence. You have to take these things on the chin. You can't be pro-democracy and against it when it doesn't go the way you want. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm against democracy at all, but I am saying that I think there's a strong possibility they will be now. I mean, their guy was literally saying that he could suspend the Constitution, and now he's going to be president with both the House and the Senate. I don't know how you can justify that if you voted for him. Well, I don't know. To me, that's unbelievable that it was flying for a lot of people as okay. What does identifying your party have to do with anything? I don't understand. What do you mean? And also, they're not my party. I'm not a Democrat. I'm definitely independent. I just am a liberal. I lean progressive. I'm like a Bernie guy. But the Dems, I could tell you, I could sit here for 3 hours and explain to you why the Dems are fucking terrible and weak. But yeah, independent through and through. I just happen to vote for them because they're the least destructive of the two. I like freedom. So what do you think about that? People that were in the Trump administration for months leading up said they're going to ban porn. Are you okay with that? What do you think about if they ban abortion federally? Like, what do you think if they just start doing all this like religious shit where they start banning and taking away a bunch of people's freedoms? Like, would you be okay with that? Because these are on the table now. Now that they have all three of the pieces of government, they can do it if they want. What's up, Black Dragon? What's up, Dom? How are you guys? Thanks for coming in. Republicans are nothing more than racist scumbags that hate the country. Some of them. I still stand by it, though. It's not all of them. I think ultimately the Dems had a chance to fundamentally change people's lives for the better, and they chose not to. Biden just chose to just be status quo, normal shit, and in a time where people are suffering and can't afford groceries, desperate people are going to do desperate things. They should have done more. The Dems should have been more aggressive, and they just didn't want to be, because, they put a guy who's not aggressive as the president. I mean, it should have been Bernie. Bernie would have at least tried. I don't think he would have been successful, but he would have tried. Vermont out here to keep Bernie in the Senate. Yeah, I mean, hey, I didn't even know he was running, so that's good. It's good to hear. Yeah, time to start downloading porn videos. Yeah. Holy shit, bro. Yeah, I know, D's nuts. Everything's leaning Republican. Hey, listen. It is a extreme victory for them. That is all there is to it. They have every right to tap dance all over every single Democrat and liberal's ass. Tomorrow, they're going to be dancing in the streets. They're going to be marching. They're going to be rubbing it in our faces the way that we rubbed it in theirs in 2020, which I did not like that, by the way. When that happened, I was like, oh, God. Sometimes you got to understand that just because things are going your way right now does not mean that one day it's not going to come back to bite you in the fucking ass. Woo! Crazy stuff, man. Crazy. I did not think it would be this bad. Who would the Dems have to run, though? Well, it just shouldn't have been Biden. Biden should never have done a second term, and they should have had an open primary, and they should have let the people decide. But instead, you know, we got stuck with Kamala, which I will say this, at least they tried, but ultimately Biden is to blame for this. He handed the government over to those people. Do you think Trump wins if he doesn't get shot? Yes, I don't think it had anything to do with that. Because it didn't really change polling afterwards. After like 2 weeks, it just normalized. I think this was just coming. This was something that was sitting there the whole time. And you know, the liberals and the Dems just didn't want to face it. They didn't want to see that it was there. Oh, yo, thank you, Nando. I appreciate it. Well, I have it. Hold on, I do have it marked on the channel though, so we should be okay. We're allowed to talk about it. I guess we're directly talking about it though, so I mean, thank you anyway for watching my back. Newsom would have stood a better chance. No, I don't think I agree. Newsom's incredibly unliked. I actually think Kamala's liked more than Newsom. He's my governor. He's a used car salesman. He's so fucking slimy. All right. Well, if you guys got a drink, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no, thank you, Nando. I appreciate it. All right, if you guys got a beverage and you want to join me for this, after this, so we're gonna do Coin Game. This is a relaxing little game where we just basically drive around a little world made by one guy, and you do Chuck E. Cheese games. Alright? Maybe Coin Game will give us the reprieve that we desire. Nightmare fuel, dude. Holy shit. I don't think it matters who we vote for. I think countries are coming for us. I hear they want a major global conflict and depopulation. No, so I mean, Trump is definitely going to be siding with Russia, China, and all them. I mean, his rhetoric will say otherwise, but he's going to be very friendly to them. You know, why wouldn't he? Because they're always been very kind to him, especially Russia. So like, I actually think that this might cool the global temperature a little bit, which might be a positive, but it's also going to take us in a direction that I'm not interested in going in. But he probably will be, because he can gain a lot of allies from it. So yeah, I don't know. Sanders won the Senate. I know. I mean, that's good. Honestly, that's good. I love Bernie. Bernie's my boy. He was weak when he ran against Biden, but he's still my boy. One of the only politicians, you know, currently that is like legitimately a good human being and like actually based as fuck. So I know that didn't really do much. I'm trying to find a Coin Game picture I can rip off real quick. I got it. All right. I always just look for people like YouTubers and their shots. All right, we're gonna switch that over. If you guys got one, raise it up. Pour one for the homies. Holy shit, dude. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. Let's go. Dude, I wonder how many more times I'm gonna be called a Democrat. Don't you fucking dare. I am not a Dem. I've never been a Dem and I never will be. Not unless Bernie won. If Bernie won, then I would have considered giving him a shot. But no. Fuck that shit. Alright. Cheers, everybody. Yo, thank you again, Evie, by the way. I hope she's still here. I know that she was trying to come in and, you know, bring down the temperature and make it a little more fun, but like, I just don't know if that's possible right now. Maybe by tomorrow or the next day, you know, we'll chill on it a little, but I just want to say thanks to Evie. Thank you to all of the subs that we had tonight, and I hope that I helped to at least make you smile, make you laugh a little bit, maybe give you it probably didn't make you happy, but I'm just trying to be as real as possible with you the way I look at things, you know? Alright, here we go. I'm just depressed. Oh, me too. me fucking too. Holy shit. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to take this in portions. Oh, yeah, it was so good to see Owen Rock and Monica in today. I think Monica texted him. Sex. It was good to see them both. Woo! And we had Mistress Chaos in here earlier as well, so that was cool. Oh, did you eat great creme brulee? No? If you're not a Democrat, then you're a racist, so tell us what it is about blacks and minorities that you hate. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm a progressive. I'm a liberal. Do you know what a progressive is, Black Dragon? Like, are you saying Bernie Sanders is a racist? He's an independent. He's not a Democrat. I'm a Bernie bro. I'm literally more empathetic than actual Democrats. like my empathy is why we don't win. That's why we get wrecked over and over again. I think you need to learn who the progressives are. They're to the left of the Democrats, so they're even less inclined to be racist. Like, good lord. Oh, if you tell me Bernie's racist, I'm gonna scream. Good lord. Right now, though, I think all people on the left are just pointing fingers. Nobody wants to admit the real truth that the Dems just fucked this up so badly. Woo! The tomato game would have brought the temperature down. Yo, maybe it brought the temperature of my computer up, bro. Ooh, is that a loco? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the sour melon one. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this for the rest in peace stream. Oh my god, 10 more mental health centers will open after Trump's election. Oh man, I don't think so. They're the opposite of that, dude. They're the pull yourself up by your bootstraps while they're it's taking all of your wealth from you party. I have a closing shift with my coworker tomorrow. Neither of us are going to be in a good mood. I don't think anybody's going to be in a good mood. That's fine. You know, you don't have to force yourself to put on a smile tomorrow. It's fine. You're allowed to be sad. I always hate that philosophy that when you're not happy, just pretend. No, you need to go through your emotions. You need to feel your emotions and you need to let them play out. Because otherwise, it's just going to build up and then it'll be like a toxic explosion, you know? Oh god, this is taking a while. Bitcoin breaking all time tonight? I imagine. Because now, their boy, you know, that's one of their major supporters is, you know, about to get into office. Most black people supported Trump? Yeah, no, I saw that. I did. I saw that it was an overwhelming amount of black males. Which kind of makes sense because you would think maybe the women would, you know, the black women would probably support her just because of the abortion topic. Like, I think maybe they just didn't see her as black. If that makes sense, because I did debate my friend from Main Event Pong, who is black, and he talked about how, I guess he was right, by the way, that a lot of them don't see her as an ally to black people because of her time as the DA in California and how she prosecuted her own pretty aggressively. You know, even in some cases where they were straight up like innocent and she still went after him. So I mean, you know, they saw her as a turncoat maybe. I don't know. That or they just Trump was selling something better. I don't know. Here's what I'm against: people that are for men dressing as women pretending to be women. Absolutely correct term, transgender. So you're against personal freedom? I'm very confused. So you're anti-racist, but you're also like pro-bigot? All right, that's an interesting take, I guess. I'm for personal freedom. I think anybody should be able to do what they want to do as long as they're not hurting anybody else. And I think that that's how everybody should live their lives. But we're about to have an administration that's going to come in and do the absolute opposite. Yeah, what's up, Valiant? You like The Undertaker? Yeah, I do. Honestly, I do. You know, I saw clips of him with Trump. And what's crazy is, like, Taker came off... There were some things, honestly, there's some things that I thought were, like, transphobic for sure. But, with that said... he came off way more reasonable than most conservatives that are pro-Trump. He just, to me, it came off like he does not want to impede on other people's personal freedoms. And, you know, even if we don't agree on everything, I don't think he's a bad human being. I watch his podcast a lot, and, like, he does consistently come off like a guy who's not a monster. So, you know, yeah, no, I'll still watch his shit. They're non-binary. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I want to read Portland's thing here. See, they're non-binary. They were afraid to go out on Halloween because of the political climate. Well, I mean, yeah. Now I would be like, man, we're definitely going down that rabbit hole. I can't wait until young white dudes are going to be expected to pick vegetables, clean toilets, do landscaping. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, I wonder how well they're going to do once they do this mass deportation, which they're 100% going to do now. Like, do they expect Americans to do those jobs? Because, like, overwhelmingly, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, you already drunk? No. I am. Dude, I'm almost done with this, and I'm still stone cold sober after tonight. No. Holy shit. I know this will never happen, but what would happen if just no one voted and the president already served their 2 terms? What do you mean? I don't know if I understand the question. The fragility of masculinity in this country is vile. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how we basically universally rejected women's rights tonight. Crazy shit. Trump taking forward first Republican majority since 1988. Yeah, oh yeah, unapologetic disaster for sure. If you're a liberal or a Democrat, I'd love to have a real conversation with you. Oh, you're having one right now. Let's go. What do you guys want to talk about? We're about to launch coin games, so we'll just kind of go back and forth, but feel free. If you guys have any questions or comments or you want to ask me anything, go for it. We're here. Let's do it. Matt, I'd pay for a gummy if I had the money. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everybody should remember, always take care of yourselves first. I'm always secondary. I'm the Hobby Lobby of streamers. I would not be surprised if I tried to do some kind of corporate waiver to allow them to stay for the rich to use them. Well, I mean, no, they're just going to do trickle-down economics again. We're going to get it for the 4th time. Didn't Trump say that he is leaving abortion up to the states? No, he never answered it. He did say that we put it back to the states, but he was asked directly to his face multiple times if he would sign a federal abortion ban, and he wouldn't answer. But that means yes, he would do it. Otherwise, he would just say no. Yeah, he will definitely do it. I don't see... There's no reason for him not to. There's no consequences if he does it. So why wouldn't he take care of his base? You know, it's similar to, like, if the Democrats, got... I don't know, I'm trying to think of an equivalent, but, like, something the Dems have wanted forever. You know, if Biden had no, or Harris had no negatives, why wouldn't they do it? You know, you're going to take care of your base. I don't want to sound desperate, but we can move to some coin game for some happiness. Sure, I mean, we're about to, yeah. We're about to. What's up, boot camp? Yo, good to see you, baby. Keep saying rejected women's rights. Think about it this way. The right to kill a child versus the ability to feed one. That's the argument many are making. Yeah, but they're wrong. So, like, let me tell you a story while I'm launching this. It was like last week. There was a story of a woman who had a planned pregnancy. She went into Texas, a Texas hospital, it was an ER, and they did some minor tests on her. They gave her antibiotics and they got rid of her. She came back 2 hours later, and she was having stomach pains that were really bad. They said she was like a 7 out of 10 in pain. They did an ultrasound on her. They did tests. They found that the fetus was dead inside of her. It was dead. It was confirmed gone. They sent her home with antibiotics again. She came back 2 days later, or 2 hours later, because she was turning purple. She was on the table. They finally started to work on her, and it was too late. Sepsis was already too far in. That's not a country I want to support. Like, that's... The fact that, like, the first time they sent her away, all right, fair enough. Because I've been to the ER and I've been to urgent care, and, like, they are dead. They're bad. They're bad. Like, it's not great. It's always better to see your general doctor or a specialist. But when they scanned her and found that the baby was dead, there was no heartbeat, and they still sent her home, that's insane. That we should not be doing that. I don't understand. Like, let doctor, like, at that point, get that fucking thing out of her so she's not gonna die. And then she died anyway. That's unbelievable. Like, that makes me sad. That makes me sad because I didn't think I lived in a country that would do that to somebody. Holy shit. That's in Texas, by the way, of course. Wild. Yo, and Evie, thank you for gifting a sub to Boot Camp. Let's go. Democrats are now in control to flip control of the U.S. House. God, I hope they take it. Jesus Christ, they need to get that. Like, if we have any hope to stop, at least somewhat adversarial, they have to take the House. They have to. It'll be a 2016 situation again. They won't be able to stop everything, but they will at least be able to stop insanity on some level. Good Lord, I hope they get it. Because it looks like the Senate's gone. Crazy shit. Holy Christ. Alright, let's coin game it up. Fuck it. Let's go. That tweet just came out, Rick Sleating? Dude, I hope it's true. I really do. We need at least some sort of check on that shit. Because it's just gonna be wild. Healthcare in America is a joke, thanks to Republicans. Oh, I agree. Well, also, I'm gonna push back on you, though. It's not just because of Republicans, Black Dragon. Democrats have had every opportunity to push for universal healthcare, and they just won't. So, you know. Alright, let me switch this over to Coin Game. While we still continue to talk about... Oh, I already did. Alright, we're good. We're good. Yeah, no, Democrats had every opportunity to improve healthcare, and they just did the bare minimum. Alright, we're going to start a new game. If you guys have never seen this before, this game is awesome. It's one of my favorite little guilty pleasures. It's made by one dev, but I will say this. They are steadily getting ready. He's hiring like a whole staff, and they are going to like be amping this up, basically. Do you think the states will secede from the nation? No. No, not at all. So, but Biden now is one of the worst presidents ever, legacy-wise. Oh, yeah. 100%. He's cooked. He's so cooked. He absolutely, absolutely, no one will remember anything he did but this. This is it for him. Crazy shit, dude. Fuck, man. I was telling Michelle, too, the other day, I was like, I don't understand these politicians that get into power, and they, you know, like, decide not to do anything with it. But apparently he just said, yeah, fuck it. Alright, new game. Why are you afraid of Trump? He didn't start any wars. So, are you saying that because he was unsuccessful with starting a war with Iran, he deserves credit for that? He definitely wanted to start a war with Iran. He murdered one of their top generals out of nowhere. You know, just randomly bombed his car he was in when he was in another country fighting terrorists, by the way. He was fighting Al-Qaeda. So, you think he deserves credit for that? He upped the amount of drone strikes. He did more drone strikes in 4 years than Obama did in 8. And you think that he deserves credit for that? I'm sorry. Just because he wasn't successful in his warmongering doesn't mean he deserves credit for it. Okay? Healthcare is nothing more than the money-making business for Republicans. No, it's to Dems too. I gotta push back on that. Democrats also are totally for healthcare just to be about making money. 100%. Oh, this will make us all smile. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's my birthday. Holy shit. Well, you're not even all in here. It's only a couple people. Ah, Christ, man. It will be interesting when there are disasters in states where Trump has enemies. He's pretty much said California is on their own. Yeah, he said he's not going to send support to California, which is crazy because, what is it? 40% of California is conservatives, and he's decided that they deserve to die because they live in California? Okay, well, I mean, that's a take. That's a take. Alright, we gotta... This is how we always do with CoinGate, by the way. We just have to grab money so we can go gamble and have fun. Harris takes Virginia. Woo! Woo! No, my only hope right now is that the Dems take the House. Good Lord, I hope they take the House. God. That would be at least one bright spot. Alright. Holy shit. Go buy good dental care? Nah, not really. I mean, if you got money, you'll have good dental care. Kamala only just won New Mexico. It says a lot. Yeah, she's getting trounced. Plus, California's economy is the 5th largest in the world. Yeah, they're not going to touch us. That's why I honestly think that ultimately Trump is just being a little fucking bitch baby about it. But if they fucked with California, they would risk collapsing the entire United States economy. I don't think they're that crazy. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And the reason Trump is winning Pennsylvania is because the Amish, because it looks like a lot of them came out and voted for Trump. That's fascinating. So, wait, hold on. I have a serious question for you guys, though. Why the fuck did Weird Al vote for Trump? God damn it. Yeah, Harris 205, Trump 230. Damn, dude. We're going to Washington. Won't let it happen either. We'll see, man. I mean, I appreciate that you're still holding on to hope, but I don't think I agree at this point. I think it's pretty much Jover. I would love to be proved wrong, though. All right, let me do this maybe 2 more times, then we can go out. Yeah, lowered expectations. Holy shit. Massive misplay going centrist when they had momentum. Dude, if they had just kept calling these people weird, I honestly think that it could have at least been closer. Crazy that they dropped that. Crazy that, you want to know what's really nuts? Is the whole calling them weird and, calling them out for, these unbelievably strange takes was working really well. Her momentum was going. She was going up in the polls. Who did she listen to? You know what advisors she listened to? The people who ran Hillary Clinton's campaign. Fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy to say out loud. Wow. Hillary Clinton's campaign, she listened to them. That's why she stopped saying the word weird. Oof. I don't believe anything Republicans said. I know that he will start a war, but not abroad, only against Democrats. I think you're miscalculating how much he wants a war with Iran, though. I mean, we'll see. I hope you're right, by the way, but I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. It shows that many of the undecided votes didn't like Kamala. Yeah, true. True. So what you're saying is women can't complain now. Oh, man. They better complain. They got treated so fucking poorly in this election. I'm a man. I'll be okay. I'm a white guy. I'll be just fine. You know? I mean it when I say I can always slap on that MAGA hat, explain why I left the left, and we're good to go, baby. But, yeah, their rights got cooked tonight. Alright, let's go. Yo, Drew, good to see you, by the way. Hello, Drew. Even if he loses Nevada, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, like, it would take a lot for her to pull this out. Weird Al thought for Trump voted because his parents are brother and sister, and all the people, or know that all the people born out of incest or are crazy, are inherently crazy. I don't know, man. Crazy one tonight. Who think wins Alaska and Hawaii? I mean, who cares? Who cares? Who gives a shit? Who cares? The swing states were all that mattered. Yeah. Trump grabbed America by the pussy. True. You could always move to Alaska, Matt, and live in the mountains. Oh, I'm in California. I'll be fine. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, I'm good. Nothing will happen to me. But I feel bad for the people that are outside of California because, you know, the amount of money that we raise here in this state, quite literally, if they tried to fuck with this state, they would collapse the entire country's economy. And, I mean, maybe they're that crazy, but, like, I don't know. All right, let's do this thing. Boom. Oh, why am I stuck? Oh, jump. Let's go. He's too smart to start a war against Iran. That is a different monster. But he tried, though. He literally tried. He sanctioned the shit out of them. He ripped up the nuclear agreement that Obama and Republicans at the time worked together to get. It was a bipartisan effort. And then he just fucking murdered one of their, like, most famous generals of all time. Out of nowhere, he just bombed them. Like, we weren't even having an issue with them at the time. He was like, you know what? Time to bomb one of their generals. Like, I don't know, man. You have more faith in him than I do. I think that he sees war as strength, even if his rhetoric doesn't match it. I don't know. See, and I just called the Senate flip. Fantastic. All right. Oop. This is all this game is, by the way. We're just going to do this while we chat. This is literally Chuck E. Cheese. So... Wait, why did it only go to 10? I did like a full thing. I got up to red. I feel sorry for the minorities in some of the red states. Their lives are not going to change a lot. It's very sad. No, I feel sorry for everybody. None of our lives are going to change in a positive way. That'll be interesting. You believe Trump won't start wars and you're lost. Yeah, dude, he tried. I don't know. That's like saying that the guy who failed to rob the bank, even though he tried, won't rob the bank. What's up, Try? Yo, how are you? Good to see you. Not the outcome I expected to wake up to. Yeah, man. We were here during it. I knew this was a possibility, but I had hoped that we would have at least held on to one of the, you know, the House or the Senate. The only hope now is the House, but it doesn't look great. Oh, we got 50. Has anybody's lives gotten better over the past 8 years? No, I would say probably not to the degree that it's necessary. But I mean, that goes back to the idea that, you know, one party thinks that we should just, you know, fall down into a Christian revolution, and the other party is like, slow and steady progress is good unless you're rich, and then we're just gonna give you everything. Rich people's lives got a lot better over the last 8 years, but like the middle and lower class, no, we've all been struggling for sure. That's kind of why I go back to my point of this centrist bullshit just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And now, from now on, anybody that tries to explain it to me, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to point to this and go, well, then, why did this happen? You know? What's up, Joker? I voted for neither. I voted for God verbally and mentally and spiritually. You should have at least voted third party. Yo, I'm curious, though, by the way. How did the third parties do? Can anybody throw me some stats? The Green Party and Libertarian Party? Did we at least get, you know, like, decent turnout for them? But the funny thing, though, is that if Jill Stein did okay, they're going to totally blame her again. They did when Hillary won, too. And it's like, bitch, you gotta earn people's votes. You can't just expect them to fall in line. You're throwing one ball too aggressively? Well, I'm aiming for the 50. Hold on. Fuck you. I'm definitely doing okay. Watch this. Ah, it was close. I don't know who Bernie Moreno is, so I couldn't give you any thoughts on that. Everything has been different since 12. I think everything's been different since Obama ran as a progressive and then immediately shifted to being a standard corporate Democrat. Literally nobody wanted that, but he just did it anyway. Yeah. What's up, Smitty? How are you? Do you get tickets? Do you get tickets from this game? No, you get money, and then you get tickets after the fact, if that's what you meant. Yeah, you do get tickets, but you get them for winning. Just like Chuck E. Cheese, you know? Spend your money, and then they give you useless tickets. Yeah, what's up, Bacon? How are you? 2 million votes so far. Just about nothing. 0 electoral votes, obviously. Oh, man. Yep. I'm telling you, man. Third parties, they are never going to do much of anything. Libertarian Party, nearly 500k votes? That's so crazy. So what? 2 million for the Green, 500,000 for the Libertarian. So what? 2,500,000 total? Oh my god, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. Oh, you pick it up! Holy shit. I love you, Matt, for being human and mature on opinions. Man, I just want us all to be okay. I think that, like, when people come in here and dance on me and go, yo, fuck you, libtard, or whatever, it's fine. I don't care. But, like, I just want people to know that, like, my overall goal and what I want, I just want us all to be okay. Like, I want everybody to get to the point where they don't have to worry about shit anymore. And, like, I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. You know, it is what it is. That's why I have empathy even for the people that absolutely might hate my guts and dance all over me. Yeah, but hey, listen, they earned it, by the way. They have every right tomorrow to be dancing in the streets after what we did to them in 2020. We were acting like absolute jackasses. Joker! Thank you so much for the Wii membership on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yo, here you go. Yes. Yeah, either way, I'll tell you guys. I'll still be here, okay? I'm not going anywhere until they put me in a camp. I'm just kidding, maybe not. We'll see. Chance girl at the house, 58% dem, 42% rep. Oh my god, please. Good lord. I need some kind of good news. Fuck. If they at least take the goddamn house. You know what sucks, though? Is it's, Joaquin Jeffries? Ugh. I hate him so much. I am just going to talk like Obama. Ugh. Oh, Jesus fucking shit. Might almost be better just to lose control of the house, just so that they learn a lesson. What's going to happen to Alex Jones? Oh, he's going to be propped up. Everybody who bet on Trump, Elon, smart. Alex Jones, smart. All of those people, super smart. That, quite the bet. I wouldn't have made that bet. But good for them, man. They played the lottery and they won. Robert Kennedy actually got the most votes in the third parties. How many did he get? Oh, I'm so curious. That's so interesting. Because he was like, what? He was off half the ballots? By his own request? Smart play on his part too, man. Absolutely. You can say what you want about him. I think he's kind of a lunatic, but great play. All of these people made a very, very risky play, and it totally played off and worked out for them. He was an ultra progressive. He is not anymore. Are you talking about Jeffries? I don't know if you're talking about him. Jeffries has literally been groomed by Nancy Pelosi. He is as corporate dem as it gets. Would you rather RFK or Trump? RFK, all the way. In a heartbeat, I would take RFK. He's nuts, and he's going to cause a lot of issues, but he's not, sitting there telling everybody that he can suspend the Constitution or send the military after fellow Americans. Like, we'd have to deal with his shit, but at least he respects the Constitution. Trump does not. Yo, Joker, thank you for gifting a sub as well to Ben Allen. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. He got 481,000 votes. He got more than Jill Stein, and he wasn't even on all the ballots. That's amazing. That shows that, honestly, I will retract my previous statement, because I thought Trump with RFK would mean nothing. I was totally wrong. That 100% did help him a little bit. Maybe not a ton, but that shows that there was a lot of support for him. Didn't he endorse Trump? RFK literally is, like, working for him. Like, he's gonna be he's gonna be the lead of his, like, health department. Yo, what's up, Wes? Hey, congratulations, man. You got it. You voted for the guy that thinks we should suspend the Constitution and send the military after our political opponents, so... You know, when they come for members of your family or your friends that happen to be liberals, I hope that it's still a smile on your face. Are you going to play Rugrats Adventures in Gameland? No. Wait, is that a new one or is that a PS2 game? Been lurking for a minute, doing okay. Just not too great over the selection. I feel you, man. It's okay. It's all right to be, you know, upset about it or not happy. Can I spin a Rooney on your Bonnie? Fuck it, let's make it happen. I got a lot of mass. Trump's still in the lead. Popular votes too. That's crazy if he wins the popular vote. I mean, honestly, if he wins the popular vote too, I think Val will even agree with me on this. Like, what a disaster for the Democratic Party. Crazy if he wins that too. That was always kind of the silver lining was that he or the Republican would win the Electoral College, but they'd lose the popular vote. If he gets the popular vote, I mean, what else can you say? Everyone's going to be talking about RFK in 4 years. Yeah, probably. Probably. He's going to do a lot. What do you think caused the late polls and projections that flipped to her literally in the most recent days? I think it's a case of you had like a rush of liberalism that maybe was not ready to support her yet, but like, you know, they got excited. But I think it's overwhelmingly confirmed now. I mean, I don't think anybody can deny this. Yo, bottom line, like the Dems offered nowhere near the message of hope that they needed to do. Nowhere near. If they had actually started talking more about what they were going to do for people, I think they would have done better. Imagine somebody's clipping you for a left cringe compilation. Oh, feel free. I don't care. I welcome it, by the way. Please put me on your YouTube channel. Say youtube.com/recklesseating and say, look at this cringe libtard. Feel free. Trump's power level is 270. Ugh, good lord. Yeah, no. But I mean, I never really bought into it, I have to tell you. Even though I was hoping she would pull it out and I thought maybe there was a shot, I always was very suspicious of this election because there's just like a weird thing in the air when you talk about him. Like, I've been talking to way more Trump people lately because I want to be more open. I want to see what they're talking about. I don't want to just fucking shit on them. I want to know what they're saying. And I don't know, there's way more normal people voting for him than I think a lot of liberals are going to say. They're going to go, they're all psychopaths and weirdos. No, they're not. They're people that were just tired of the shit that they were fed for the last 4 years. Like it or not, that's how it is. Yes. Yes. Thanks again, Joker. I appreciate it, buddy. Did anybody predict Kamala doing worse than Hillary in 2016? No, not at all. Not at all. Although, maybe not. Actually, I kind of remember people thinking Hillary had it on lockdown. I think, like, some polls said she had, like, over an 80% chance of victory. So, I mean, yeah, actually, maybe not. But she did. Yeah, that's crazy. Kamala did worse than Hillary. Chicken for 2028? Fuck yeah, let's do it. I voted for Biden, now I voted for Trump. Hey, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I'm not shitting on anybody that voted for him. I'm just saying that, like, I absolutely think that you need to be ready for the fact that what they're gonna do, especially if they get the House and the Senate, they're gonna do some things that I think you're gonna wake up one day and go, wait, what did they just do? What the fuck? Like, they're literally banning porn is on the table. So if you like whacking off in privacy, that may be gone. So, I mean, you know, I think a lot of people just don't understand the amount of shit that they've claimed that they want to do if they get total power. You have no right to complain if you voted for Trump when this country becomes even bigger shithole. Yeah, I mean, it's true. You know, I'm not going to dump on people for doing that, but don't come in here and bitch and moan when they start doing some extreme Christian bullshit that you are like, wait a minute, I don't want that. It's true, there can't be 70 million crazy Americans, just some wanted Trump, I guess. Yeah. I think that's insane to say that everybody who voted for him is nuts. I just don't agree with that at all. The New York Yankees had a 98% chance to win a Game 5 going into the 5th inning and still ended up losing the game. Hey, yo, it's percentages, you know? It's percentages. Or whacking off in public? No, they'll make that. They'll make that legal. Porn already gone in Texas. Just been doing VPN. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Cue the robot chicken skit where the terrorists took away our porn and we begged them to give it back. Whew. Wild. All right, let's do this one. Sorry, I'm going to try to maintain games while we're chatting, although I'm really enjoying the chatting, even if it's also, like, doom scrolling equivalent. President Trump is like saying the NAPA can be Lord Beerus. I have no idea what that means. Is that an England thing? I don't know. Losing faith in the Democratic Party. If you've lost faith in the Democratic Party, again, what are you gonna say when the Republican Party literally takes away your right to porn? Limits your ability to vote even more so that they win more? Like, I feel ya. I think the Dems suck, and I think that they failed here, but, like, to just say, okay, I'm gonna hand the keys over to a guy who said that he has the right to suspend the Constitution, or he has, you know, the ability to send the military after his political opponents. Get ready, bitch. Get ready. I'm just telling you, man. Like, I think a lot of people were not listening to what he was saying. I think they were just pissed off at how the Dems didn't do what they wanted. But you just handed the keys of the kingdom over to a guy who does not give a fuck, and he will do whatever he can to stay in power forever until he dies. So, you know, I agree with whoever said before, like, don't come in here and bitch and moan when it starts to affect you personally. I love this game, by the way. This one's fun. I've actually played this in real life. It's super cool. Is there like a large amount of people? Yo, let's go! Oh, we got the jackpot! Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is there a large amount of people in Nevada still voting? Still have yet to see any results? I don't know, man. I don't think it matters what happens at this point. I think it's done. Trump getting shot really helped? I don't think that. I know it's gonna sound crazy, DJ. I don't think it had anything to do with it at all. I don't think it changed anything. I think the people that were already ready to vote for him still voted for him. I don't think it changed minds. I think straight up, like, he was their guy. They thought he'd be the change they wanted. Sure. For porn, they'll watch reruns of Trump at his rally going down his microphone. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Dude, the last thing that he did, the last rally, he pretended to suck off the microphone. He gave it a blowjob and a hand job. That's real. Go look it up. It happened. It's just so wild. My God, man. The guy who they said was gonna, you know, preserve our children from obscenities literally sucked off a microphone in front of his followers like it was a penis. Fantastic. Yo, 2-Bit! How are you? Good to see you, dude. Welcome in, welcome in. Trippers won my vote. He's my favorite comedian. How do you like my garbage truck? Yo, I will say the garbage truck thing was pretty tight. But you know what was not? I thought it was funny how fast, like, conservatives, MAGA people, just started wearing garbage bags like they thought they were owning people. I mean, like, ultimately they won, but, like, I don't know, if somebody called Bernie Sanders trash and I just was like, hey guys, I'm wearing a trash bag, did I own you? I'd be like, oh wait, you fucking moron? Like, wait, no, I didn't own you. You're wearing a trash bag. Have some fucking self-respect. I did like the garbage truck move though. That and ultimately the McDonald's thing all paid off. I think he did a good job of tricking people into thinking that he was reasonable, but I think that ultimately they're gonna find out he's not fucking reasonable real quick. So, yeah. I'm curious to see how fast it'll take before people start going, uh-oh. Alright, there we go. It's pretty good. We're gonna have a president dance for 30 minutes instead of answering questions. I mean, to be fair, Biden was just wandering around on stage, not knowing where the fuck he was to. I mean, come on. Come on. I just hope in the next 4 years, Trump goes full meme. He already is full meme! He's literally full meme already. It's from Val. First, they came for the socialists. I did not speak out because I was not a socialist, and they came for the trade unionists. I'm sorry, I'm assuming that this is like a history lesson. I mean, it is true. Like, I would tell you guys, you know, for as much as you want to maybe dance on the libs, or, you know, not all of you. Some of you just, you're just happy your boy won. Fair enough. But I will say you should look up the comparisons of Trump's rise to Hitler's rise. That doesn't mean I'm saying he's a fucking Nazi, all right? I'm just saying that they share a lot in common with the rise of fascism. Very similar. It's actually kind of fucking crazy how close it is, how close it aligns. And like, I'm just telling you right now, you may think you'll benefit from fascism. Fascism doesn't give a fuck about you. It cares about itself. So, I just take that with a grain of salt. Good luck. Because that motherfucker will sell every single person down the river, including his most loyal people, as long as he gets to remain in power. He's already proven that too, by the way. Well, I said we needed a meteor and you joked about it, but no. Yo, what's up, Randy? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, bud. Yo, thank you for bringing a smile on my face. All right, hold on. I gotta try to get this roll again. We're just chilling right now. We're doing some... We've got some coin game. If Michelle had tomorrow off, I would totally pull her in here and have her do a chug challenge, but she works tomorrow. That's lame. I would be like 5 and 5, bitch. Let's go. Red literally sucked on a little kids at a Halloween event. Yeah, but you know what, though? Listen, I'm not going to deny it, but I'm going to say this. You haven't answered this, by the way. You've been in the chat. I would love for you to answer this, Death, all right? So you think it's okay for somebody to say that they are allowed to suspend the Constitution and send the military after their opponents? Like you'd be cool if Joe Biden said that, right? Like you'd be like, oh well, I mean, he doesn't mean it. You'd be cool if Kamala Harris said that, right? That they're both above the Constitution and that they're both allowed to send the military after their political opponents. Like you'd be okay with that, because if you're okay with Trump saying it, you got to be okay with them saying it. Or are you gonna give me the bullshit that I've had multiple people tell me where they go, oh well, they would mean it, but he wouldn't. Okay, that's real fucking hypocritical right there. I'm just saying, man. Like, good lord. Yo, Gage! What's up? Good to see you. Bong rips for the country's demise. Oof. At least, apparently there's a chance that the Dems will take the House. Good lord, I fucking pray to God we get that at least, but... Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go a little bit more. What's up, Alan? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Do I have to slap a Blue Lives Matter sticker on my car to feel safe now? No. Wait, what are you talking about? Bro, just slap the MAGA hat on and just tell people you left why you left the left. You're good to go. That is no problem. Well, you gotta be a white guy, though. It won't work otherwise. Blinkers for the end. I'm with you, Gage. What's funny, though, and this is real, by the way, when I moved up here in the mountains with Michelle... there's a lot of MAGA people up here, like a lot. Like there's straight up people that have fully decorated their cars with logos of him. Like there's a truck that has his face that takes up the entire side of their truck. It's really weird because like I love Bernie Sanders. I would never do that to my car because I'm not a fucking moron. But there's a lot of them up here, and I had a Bernie sticker from 2016 when he ran because I gave him like, I think I donated $50 and they sent me a sticker. So I put it on my car, like whatever, you know, like I'm not like weird about it. Yo, Evie! Let me finish the story and I'll get to it. But she was like, we need to take that off. And I was like, why? And she goes, because I don't want my fucking windows broken. It's like, okay. So we took it off. Evie, thank you so much for the 50. All right, need another break. 2 singles matches. All right, I'm on board. Evie, let me finish this one little thing here. We'll do your matches and we'll come back to coin game. Let me make sure to add you to the, raffle as well. Thank you, babe. Obama tailgate sounds better. I don't know why anybody is concerned. Kamala just refused to certify the election like Trump wanted to do, right? No. No way. They're definitely just gonna do it. I don't blame them. They have no balls. But also... I don't think there was any election fraud here to the point where it would have changed anything. I think ultimately this was a failure on their part. So I think they're just going to take the L and try to live another day. All right, let me get through these. We got 40 more credits, 46 more credits. So Evie, I wish I could pull Michelle in here and have her tread with me, but again, she's working tomorrow. Would you like to do a mini seltzer challenge after this? Like, I'm down if you're down. Or we can do Ghost Pepper, or I can put on an outfit, by the way. If you put exclamation outfit, you can pick from any of my outfits, and I'll wear them for 30 minutes. All right, you let me know. I'm down for whatever. We need to march to Capitol? Miz, this is not how it works, bro. Are you telling me that the way that you fight against people who did things that you don't like is by doing the things that they don't like? That's a hard pass for me, dog. You don't become a murderer when you think someone is a murderer. It doesn't work. Seltzer? Alright, down. Hopefully this means that the Democrats will have a full shakeup. That's what I was saying, Huda. That's what I was fucking saying. I think this should be a wake-up call for all of them. Kick these corporate bullshit, you know, deep-throating Amazon losers out and replace them with people who actually represent working people. You said I have to fight extreme with extreme now. No, I don't. No. Hold on. No, fuck that. No, you need to fight extreme up to the point of not doing violence. If you ever think that violence is the solution, incorrect. I'm actually really proud of Michelle because when I went out there, we kind of talked about it a little bit. And I talked about how, you know, I would rather lose democracy through peaceful means than try to retain it through violence. I'd rather just lose this entire concept. This concept doesn't deserve to exist if the only way you can keep it is by violence and hurting people. Batman says if you kill a murderer, they're still the same amount. I don't think that's how it works. Pennsylvania is the state that shocked me the most. Guess that the college kids were the difference. Our youth is cooked. No, apparently, dude, I don't know how true this is. Maybe someone can look it up. Apparently somebody said the Amish, like, flipped it. I don't know. No, we don't have MJF. So if you want to throw up the roster page. Oops, hold on, sorry. I got it right now. Wait, well, I put rotor. All right, you know, mods, help me. Throw up the roster page for Eevee. Thank you. All right, let me save the game. The plan is we'll do 2 2K matches for Eevee, and then we will come back and do some, you know, coin game, and we'll just chill. All right, man, I wish Michelle could come and chill right now. That'd be so much fun. But she just cannot. Trump's about to talk? Well, I mean, you know, he's gonna call it. I mean, rightfully so. He's got it, baby. You know what I'd love to hear from him? I would love to hear him calming things down. I would love for him to get on the mic and talk about how even though my opponents wanted to go after me, you know, for blah, 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 I would love for him to say we need to unify. We need to not get crazy here. Like, I am going to try my best to represent everybody. I don't want to rock the boat. This is laughable. None of this is gonna happen. He's gonna brag. He's gonna flash his fucking bare asshole in front of the world right now. Bend over. He's gonna show. You want to see? You remember that YouTube video, the Nair one? Oh, that kid was so smart. What a smart kid. Actually, he used the Nair and all of his butthole hair just fell right off. I used it too. You want to see it right now? Okay. And he's gonna spread his asshole and show it to the camera and show that you know, we have nothing to worry about. I think most Americans didn't even vote. This is how it was last time between Trump and Biden. No. Wait. Hold on. I disagree with that because in 2020, we broke a record. The most votes ever for a sitting president and the most votes ever for a non-sitting president. So I think this is like maybe more like 2016. 2020 was on a different level. I mean, like, straight up. Like, that is the most votes we've ever had in any election in history. So I'm curious to see what is going to happen here. We'll see. Pennsylvania is the state that shocked me the most. Guess. Oh, sorry, I read that. My bad. That was the cooked one. Corporate news keeps saying college kids, but I could totally see the Amish. You know, it's like I don't know if that's true, but I hope it's true. I want to live in a world where the Amish gave Donald Trump the presidency. Okay. Oh, hold on, Evie. Let me take pictures of these. All right, Hendry and Diglett. Frank and Tom got it. All right, let's do it. I told Chris we're fucked. He said we're good, and I know he's not telling the truth because we had a heart-to-heart not that long ago, and he talked about what a threat this guy was. Dems are now favored to flip the house. Oh my god, please. Oh god, this is like an alcoholic who realizes that he's an alcoholic, but they just introduce some sort of pill that might save his liver. Please, please give us the house. Oh, good lord. But it's got to be the most significant comeback in political history if you think about it, where Trump was in 2022. Oh, yeah. Dude, he was, they were arguing that they should just, like, absolutely get rid of him from the party completely. Sure. Okay. Here we go. Hold on 1 second, chat. Let me switch everything over. Oh, if they take the House, that'll be at least something. Good God. They at least have veto power over financial stuff. So, like, the Senate can basically pass a bunch of bullshit, nonsense, garbage, but at least the Dems, dude, I don't like how this looks. At least the Dems can stop them from, you know, gutting Social Security, you know, gutting all those social safety nets. So, I mean, there's at least that. Try to hemorrhage the, or stop the hemorrhaging. Okay, we got... Yo, apparently I never changed the YouTube side, so that's funny. They came in, they were like, wow, WWE2K looks totally different. Alright, boom. Alright, let's go. Let's do this for Eevee. Let me get those ready for you as well. I'll not mince my words. It sucks that you can't buy fucking yogurt this week. Wait, what? But making that excuse of taking your neighbors to the cleaners beyond comprehension. Wait, what do you mean you can't buy yogurt? Are you okay? What does that mean? I could buy yogurt. The Amish came out for this one. I saw the horse and buggies with Trump's flags on Twitter. That's awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. That's fucking awesome. Straight up. I kind of want to see that shit. Fucking Amish. Everybody knows that I'm as pure as all the Amish. What the fuck? Crazy. Alright, boom. I'll send it to you? Yeah, dude, hit me up. Send me a DM or throw it on the Discord if you're a part of it. I'm pretty sure. I think you are. I think most Americans didn't even... Oh, sorry. No, 2010, Trump 2030, who knows? I don't know, bro. Honestly, like, I'll chug our second Four Loko if by some miracle he loses tonight. I just don't think that that's going to happen. They're complaining about groceries. Life sucks. You couldn't buy an extra bag of chips this week. I mean, I could, but but I'm in a different position, so. Hey, fair enough, man. I don't think the Dems did enough to stop inflation on groceries. All right, I'll check it out in a second, DJ. All right, let's go. We got 2 matches for Eevee. We got a little bit of a fun chuggy chug. We'll just take it out with some coin game tonight, and then I will get my missus in the bed so that she can sleep comfortably. Okay, so she asked for... Hold on, I took a picture of it. Joe Hendry and Diglett. Let's do that first. Okay, fuck it, let's do WrestleMania. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Okay, let me get the prediction up for you guys. Yeah, 90%. I mean, I've already just accepted that he's gonna definitely win. Trump will just call every wrong thing he does fake news and move on again. I mean, the thing that annoys me the most about him as a human being, just, not even politics, just in general, I can't stand that he never admits he's wrong. I think that is the sign of the ultimate beta male. That is somebody who is not a leader. Because if you've ever talked to somebody who is a leader of men, somebody who has actually been in a position where you lead people, you admit when you're wrong. Like, you will just say, I did not do a good job here. Let me go ahead and fix that. He doesn't do that, And, like, it's not uncommon. But, like, he's the king of it, in my opinion. All right, let's go. Joe Hendry versus Diglett. Let's put some stakes to this one. I'm gonna give Eevee a little bit of a present. Let's say, let me look here real quick. I'm gonna make sure I'm not stepping over my own booking. We're gonna say this is for the #1 contendership to the Intercontinental title. So the winner of this will get to face Boston Connors next week. That'll make it fun. Joe Hendry, former IC champion. Diglett, I don't know who fucking knows. Who cares? All right, Boston Connor versus whoever wins this one. All right, prediction is up, chat. Go for it. And let's go. Imagine Matt, the election had a Money in the Bank, and out of nowhere, Sanders comes out. Is that not... Do you guys remember that meme, by the way? Is that not the greatest... hands down political meme of all time when Bernie Sanders ran out with the steel chair and the Money in the Bank? That was pretty good. All right, let's go. Elon tweeted game set match on Twitter. God, he's such a piece of shit, Dino. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, are you guys okay with cutting Social Security for old people? Because that's what he's gonna do. Are you guys Henry anymore. It's kind of crazy how he vanished.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Let's go, man. Number one contendership for the IC title. Joe Hendry and Diglett. Joe Hendry, our longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in 2K24 history. That entrance is awful. That's what starting a potential program with JBL will do to you. Dude, isn't that crazy? I can't believe that he didn't beat Dolph Ziggler. Like, I got why he didn't win the NXT title. That totally made sense. But, like, really? This guy is at his peak popularity, and you keep the belt on Dolph Ziggler? Like, killed his momentum with that. Like, he's never going to reach the level he reached before, in that company at least. Robert said Schumer's still there to fight him and all his plans. Schumer is... No. Please. Please get rid of him. Please. Chuck Schumer is a dinosaur who is in charge of a forgotten, ineffective party. He needs to go ahead and fuck off and retire and let some new blood in there. Good lord, man. What a terrible representative of the Democrats in the Senate. I can kind of believe that he didn't beat Ziggler since he's essentially their biggest name, but having him lose to set up a program with JBL is what's unfathomable to me. That's fair. That's a good point. So like I heard, and you know, take a grain of salt, of course, because it's wrestling, but apparently they didn't want to put the title on him because he's WWE bound as soon as his contract's over. So they were like, well, why should we give him, you know, a 6-month title reign if he's on his way out next year? That's insane. That's honestly insane. Like, holy shit. Take advantage of what you have while you have it. I'd like to see a full biopic from Trump's young days to his election that's accurate. Me too, actually. Me too. Like a documentary. From Michigan, white red. About as red as the water. Well, there you go. Rip. Joe Rogan reposted a... What is it? A psychiatrist meme of making so much money right now. What the fuck? Jesus, dude. What the fuck? This guy literally just interviewed JD Vance and said his biggest fear was that Republicans were taking away women's rights, and he has 2 daughters. And now he posted a meme about making money? That's fucking disgusting. Dude, does this guy not care about his daughter's healthcare? Like, their well-being? Man, holy shit, dude. Brain rot. Good lord. At least take the W with some respect. You know, I don't, not regular people, whatever. Dance as much as you want. But that's Joe Rogan, man. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Clearly that man does not give a fuck about his daughters. Dude, what if one of his daughters gets knocked up while they're in Texas? And, like, she needs emergency surgery for an abortion? And the hospital just says, oh, no, she has to die because Republicans said that they don't want to save her life. Good fucking lord, dude. Disconnected piece of shit. That's crazy. God, if you have daughters and you're like dancing on this shit and you live in a state where they've effectively banned that, I don't know what that says about you, but I know it's not good. Holy shit. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Alright, we got Diglett, Joe Hendry. Honestly, I'm hoping Joe Hendry wins. I would love to see Joe Hendry ascend back to the IC title. It has not been the same since he lost it. But Diglett, of course, will disagree with that. No, I agree, Randy. Like, you at least put the belt on Hendry so you could have him in compilations. I mean, AEW at least did that with some of their guys. Just toss the title on him. Like Brian. Brian's run was literally just so that they could have a video clip with him with the belt. 2. Kick out. Crypto skyrocketing. It makes sense, dude. I'm telling you, man. Their daddy is basically in charge now. Crypto's going to be just unbelievable. It's going to be through the roof. Like, whoever invested in that was super smart. Uh-oh. Cover! 1, 2! Kick out. My best friend works on a college campus in Pennsylvania, and he said one of the most frequent things that he was hearing from students in line to vote was talking about how they're voting for Trump because that's what Joe Rogan said to do. Hey, man, fair enough. I said that didn't matter, but, like, that's pretty wild if it does. I just hope that Joe doesn't have to face the same consequences that so many other women have in Texas, because his girls' lives are quite literally on the line if they get pregnant.
Like, I saw there was a pretty big movement of women who, you know, didn't just get knocked up like it's wives, and them talking about the fear they have that they've got a legitimate pregnancy. It wasn't, they didn't just get knocked up because they were, you know, just fucking everybody that moves. And, you know, they're with their husbands, and they're, like, in fear of the fact that in their third trimester, if anything goes wrong, it's a death sentence. Anything. Anything goes wrong. Like, they're just, the doctors are just not allowed to do anything about it. Crazy. Arizona voted to bring back abortion rights. If the Dems don't take the House, though, I mean, that won't matter. They'll just do a federal ban. What are your thoughts on timed job interviews? I had an interview today and was given 15 minutes to answer 10 interview questions. Wait, what? I've never heard of that before. That sounds bullshit, though. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't like that. Like, how do they expect you to give a proper answer if they want you to just, like, rush through it? Wait a minute, I think that's it! 1, 2, oh! How did he kick out? What? How did Diglett kick out of Joe Hendry's finisher? What if you'll get our money back? We would get our money back from Ukraine? No. I don't know if you know this, but once you spend money on a bomb and it blows up, you can't get it back. So, yeah. We still don't know who created Bitcoin, LOL? That's crazy if that's true. Bitcoin's such a scam, guys. Don't do it. I just, like, it's literally like a pyramid scheme. It's like a pump and dump. Like, just piece of shit. It's not worth it. Yo, and that's gotta be it! See you later. 1, 2, oh! He kicked out again. Let's see, I kept each answer to 3 to 4 sentences. Yeah, that's so dumb. Cover. He's gonna cover him. No, I'm sorry, DJ. Bitcoin and crypto are both scams. Neither of those are gonna actually be the future. There's so many examples of people getting ripped off on both ends. It's just no. Oh, wait, only a 1 count from the Diglett bomb, the Doug Trio bomb. You're in around since 2009? Yeah, been screwing people since 2009. No, I don't know about that. And it's been kind to some people, sure. But I'm telling you, if you look into it, a lot of people have been fucked by Bitcoin, just like they've been fucked by crypto. Neither of those things are good. There's just too high of a ability for predators to prey on people. And another Diglett bomb! 1, 2, kick out. It's probably been a banger, and I barely paid attention to it. Trump motorcade is on the move, and Republicans are flying, and it's over. Yeah, I mean, come on, already figured. Oh, Diglett to the top. Oh, splash! 1, 2. Another match ended with a splash from the top. Yo, Clementine won the donation title earlier. Also, people supposed to get their illicit drugs online. Yo, you know what, like, ultimately is so sad about him winning is that he proved that if you don't push back on things like January 6th, you'll be rewarded for it. So if you try to do a fake electors slate, if you try to rip away a vote from your own voters, you're ultimately going to be rewarded for it. Like, he's been rewarded for doing treason, like illegal shit. That's bad. I mean, like, why tell anybody to follow the law? It worked out for him. I'm just saying. Crazy shit, man. Alright, Diglett's #1 contender. Go ahead and give you guys your points. Yeah, that was a comeback, dude. That was, like, all Joe Hendry. Alright, let's go. Oh, I gotta give Evie 2 more. Actually, I gotta give her 3 more. She's up to 5 slots on our raffle. Thank you, Evie. We got 1 more match for her. We're gonna do a little more coin game before we call it tonight. Let's see. Points. Diglett with the dub. Even if Kamala won, it was so close it almost didn't matter. It was an indicator of where the things are. I agree with you. So I thought about this earlier, you know, and I didn't want to get you guys down on it. I've been thinking about it for a while. The problem with this whole situation was, even if she won, yo, this shows that there is no law and order. There is no rule and law. There is only winners and losers. If you win, Doesn't matter what you did. You're totally forgiven. You're good to go. If you lose, you don't have power. That's it. You know, like the party of rule and law just elected a guy who is literally convicted of rape. he's convicted of fraud. I don't know what kind of message that sends to people when you try to tell them, you know, being good and being a moral human being matters, because it just doesn't. I mean, that's all there is to it. It doesn't matter. There's winners and losers, and there's everybody else. All right, next match for Evie. She wanted, was it Punisher versus? Yeah, Punisher versus Tom. All right. No, Korza, I don't think this wasn't for kids. That was the Epstein thing. I mean, how crazy is that? There's literally a video, or you know, at least claimed evidence that Epstein, you know, was like good friends with this guy for 10 years, you know? And how hilarious is it they released that 2 days before and it had no effect? You know, like Epstein claimed in those tapes that he had topless pictures with underage girls on Trump's lap, and it had no effect. That just shows that at the end of the day, man, like, we don't care about any of that. We don't care if someone's a pedo. We don't care if they break the law. We don't care if they take advantage of people. As long as you win, that's all that matters. That's America right now. It's really sad. Because I expected better from us, and I was obviously wrong. Alright, no title on the line. Tom is the Twitch Points champion, though. Alright, boom. Musty's with Trump right now? Oh, man, it's gonna be... Oh, it's gonna be so fucking gross, dude. Good lord. Alright, let's go Tom versus the Punisher. Here we go. Support real pedos while claiming the other side are pedos. I mean, it just means that, like, overall, like, it doesn't matter if someone's assaulted women. It doesn't matter if someone takes away their rights. It doesn't matter if somebody has assaulted kids and was convicted of it, you know, convicted of assaulting women. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Which is why, I will say, they gave me one gift tonight. I know that they're full of shit. I 100% know they're full of shit. They can wave their moral bullshit in my face all they want. They're full of shit. They don't believe anything. They don't care. There's no rule of law. They don't give a shit if somebody assaults their children. They don't care if somebody breaks the law. They don't care. So if they don't care, I mean, why am I supposed to have any sympathy for them in that regard? So, I mean, you know, I don't know what else to say besides that. They're hypocrites. Yo, Elon is in great company right now. They definitely have a lot in common. Alright, here we go. Old man Tom, non-title versus the Punisher. Alright, predictions up. Go for it. Let's get it on. What's up, Sneaky? How are you? Good to see you. Kamala had so little time to campaign for herself. Yeah, we'll blame Biden for that one. I'm starting to, the more and more we get there, not only am I blaming the Dems for just being, you know, 4 years of useless, I definitely blame Joe Biden for this. His ass should have dropped out. Like, ew, he originally said he was a one-term president, and then he tried to hang on. Good lord, man. If we had had a proper primary, maybe we could have picked somebody who would have been better. You know, these are all maybes, though. Who knows? Who knows? Elon will face no repercussions for interfering in the election now. True. True that. Isn't that crazy? I mean, like, it's literally a confirmation of, like, you can break the law as brazenly as you want, but if you win power, there's no consequences. I mean, the Supreme Court basically confirmed that, right? They basically said that as long as you're the president, you can do whatever you want, and nobody will ever be able to do anything to you. You're without any type of repercussion, and I think that's, honestly, I think that's fucking disgusting. And if the Dems did it, I would say the same thing. Like, I don't want our country to be that way, but it's the stark, sad reality of the fact. Yeah, I heard about Georgia. Yo, it's so weird tonight. Automod's being odd. I just have to say, it's not letting me approve certain words. It's just being like, fuck you. Dude, this had to have been a result of the Hassan Piker thing. Because they did switch around their stuff based off of people complaining about Hassan. I can't approve the word cunt. I can say it, but apparently I can't approve it. So, I mean, whatever. Sorry, Korza. I would be fine in this regard for that to be used, but Twitch is telling me no. Trump's gonna reshape the country's vision? Yes, he will. I mean, rightfully so, he won. America did not hold him accountable. America decided that owning the libs, you know, for half of them was more important, and the other half were just like, fuck you, Democrats, you did nothing for me. Yo, what's up, Michael? How are you? I wouldn't expect the house to be majority blue either. It's getting too close for comfort. Yeah, man, fuck. Did the Sun Biker spill his $23 smoothie? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's so weird though, like the fact that I can't approve, because course is not even a mod. Like I can't even just approve the things that I want to approve now. That's wild. It used to give you a little check mark where I could just say it's okay, and they're like, nope. Twitch, way to block my culture. No, but I mean, get ready for more of that. So, I don't know if you guys, you know, have ever opened a history book before, but anytime that we have a radical change in perception in society, corporations just fall in line. Because, like, spoiler alert, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They're not here to care about your empathy or your rights. Twitch will definitely crack down. YouTube will crack down. Twitter already has. You know, but all these platforms are definitely going to crack down. They're all going to play nice now because, you know, Daddy's in charge for 4 years and he's the one that can give them what they want. $42.51 Senate control. Yeah, I mean, I already wrote it off, so. There's a store in LA that sells $23 smoothies. That sounds about LA. That sounds about right for LA. If they would have overwhelmingly not supported Trump and sent a message that he isn't what they want for their party, it would have been great. It would have been a nice message, yeah, that we believe in our ideals, yeah. So losing twice would be the end of that, yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been the end, but it would have been a setback. But you know, I mean, like, I thought I was on board with what America wanted, but America is on board with a guy who says he can suspend the Constitution and send the military after his political opponents. You know, ultimately, there's not much I can say about it. I disagree with that, and I think that that is about as anti-American as it gets. But you know, they're gonna try another assassination. I mean, wait, what do you mean there? You are aware that the first two tries they weren't Democrats, right? Like, I do have to make this clear. The first guy had Biden on his list first, but Biden wasn't campaigning, so he picked Trump. The second guy also was an extremist who had no, like, clear allegiance. Like, I just want to make that clear. Like, we have to get on board with the fact that this whole narrative of Democrats wanted to kill their competition is absolute horseshit. Because if they wanted to, they would have done it. Okay? Think about it. Why would they send amateurs to do a professional's job if they really wanted to do away with them? Okay? That's absolute fake news bullshit. They would have done it. They did not, because it was just some fucking random wackos who had no allegiance to anyone. Okay, you got to be more careful with your talking like that, DJ. Hopefully the suspension of the Constitution is just another of Trump's lies. I hope so too. But I hate that we've now normalized that as just, oh, well, it's just locker room talk. Remember when he said when he was allowed to grab women's vaginas without their consent and it was locker room talk? Oh, well, you know, in the locker room we just talk about suspending the Constitution and doing away with your rights and sending the military to, you know, kill my political opponents. It's just locker room talk, apparently, if you're listening to him. Like, that's insane. He has normalized things that we will never be able to unnormalize. He took the toothpaste out of the tube, so to speak. That's crazy shit. And I'm sad. I'm sad that we are now in an era where if you just say you'll jail or kill your political opponents, or, you know, that you are a convicted felon, you know, or that just, quite frankly, you were just a lying sack of shit to no end, that's apparently alpha energy, and that's considered strength. That's where we are, man. That's super sad. You know, locker room talk has spread to every part of our lives. Are you gonna watch Trump's speech? Later. I don't want to watch it right now. I'm already too down. I'll check it out when I'm ready. It's just gonna be him, though, he's just gonna be bragging about everything. You know, he deserves it, by the way. I mean, say what you will about it. Ultimately, his gamble of being one of the most detestable, disgusting, vile human beings paid out. So he did win. I kind of low-key blame the American people for this one, as much as I blame his party and himself. Yeah, no consequences. Exactly. Crazy stuff, man. The party of law and order just nominated and elected a convicted felon and a convicted sex offender. Good God. I can't wait to see the late night talk show hosts all get arrested the first week of his presidency. I mean, I hope that it doesn't go that far. Yeah. Hopefully we maintain at least some sort of discourse and we don't just start going crazy, but who knows? We'll have to see. It's going to take a couple weeks to see where this goes. And he can't even do it until January anyway, but still. Thanks, America, yeah. But thanks, Dems, too, for leading this. It's funny how, like, this isn't just one group of people who are responsible. This is, like a cavalcade. There's, like, it's just so many layers of people who are responsible for this. This is entirely wishful thinking, but I imagine if Trump ends up doing his own thing, well, I'm the best, and I'm going to decide how to run things. Well, I mean, he's definitely going to say those things. Talk show hosts love this. They have more material for another 4 years. No, I don't think I agree. They might think they have material, but, like, ultimately the problem with it is they straight up are probably shitting their pants right now because it's looking real bad for them. Alright. And also, by the way, I didn't see your thing before, DJ. Yeah. Yo, will he please release the JFK documents and not be a pussy about it like he was the first 4 years? I'd love to see it. But I think he's afraid of the deep state. The real deep state. You know, not the ones that he talks about. The actual people in power. CIA, the FBI, them. Yeah, it's Kamala isn't talking tonight. They have accepted defeat. Yeah, it's over. All right. Punisher. Those kicks. I can't wait to see my mentions on Twitter. It's gonna be a shit show. So many people, they're gonna be like, lol. Take that, libtard. Good lord, man. Oh, over the top. Eddie Guerrero style senton. 1, 2. That's what you meant by that? All right, fair enough. I apologize, by the way. I've seen so many people say that it was the Democrats that tried to kill him, you know? Fair enough. And, reverse choke slam. Cover. 1, 2. Rope break saves Tom. Just trying to find something to distract from the topic of the hour. Have you tried the Oreo cookie Coca-Cola? Yeah, we have a review on the channel. You did gangbucks views, too. I did both. We did the cookie and the soda. I love the soda, by the way. Oh, misses with the double stomp. No, I don't agree, DJ. I think he'll be fine. He's got too much power right now. Wait! DDT! When the hell does conspiracies become the norm? COVID. That's where it blew up for me, at least. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Because conspiracy theorists used to be... they used to be the fringe. The, like, fucking weird random guy screaming on the corner. Now it's just totally accepted. It's like a normal thing. And by the way, I totally get it. I don't want to, like, for Sneaky and anybody in the chat, like, I get it. Like, we're just talking about this. Like, there's no getting around it. This would be like if I showed up with breasts, alright? I got breast implants. We'd have to talk about it. Alright? Like, I can try not to, but they're just right there. Alright? So apologies. If like this isn't your vibe, I definitely think you should go find a streamer that's not talking about it. I don't mind, to be honest. Shut up, Ziller. Alright, Tom fighting back. And, forearm to the face. Cover. Wait, Frank can also grab the ropes. 1, 2. Tom gets the win. Let's go. Secret Service is gonna beef up more for him now for sure. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Woo! You thought they did it before? Holy shit. Reserve, you don't deserve the right to be able to vote? No, incorrect. That's not how it works. Gotta understand the first thing about any of the policies that you're voting for. I don't care if you're living off of half loaf bread. No, I'm sorry. I wholeheartedly push back and disagree with you. If you think the only way to save democracy is to take away democracy, then we don't deserve it to begin with. Really think about that. If you think the only way to maintain what we have is to take away people's freedoms, then we don't deserve to have it. We deserve to lose it. Like this is the way it was supposed to go. Yeah, I will never be in support of taking away people's rights to vote. All right, Tom got the dub. Let me see what time it is. We're at 10 almost. Okay. Holy shit! Thank God the Republicans have won control of the Senate. Wait, why do you say thank God? Okay, well, that's a little weird. Yo, was that a sativa? Oh wait, I'm sorry. God, what the saliva? Thank you, Schmitty. I'm sorry. Yes, so that was from, I think it's from WWE Day of Reckoning. It's a instrumental version of their stuff. So I think a lot of their songs were on that game, basically. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to do one more match. And I want to see if Evie's okay with this. Evie, are you still in the chat? If not, I'll send her a text. I do owe her a challenge, but I also think that I need to spend some time with Michelle because we've been going for a while. I think I want to give it to her tomorrow, if she's okay with that. Are you all right with us opening up with the challenge? And we'll do Alan Wake and a game of your choosing, if you're okay with that. If you want to do Fall Guys, or you can pick something. And that way I just want to try to give you like a little something. That's fine? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to screw you over, because you are a top donator, and also you're a fucking badass bitch, too. Alright, let me give you one more match, chat. Let's do a random 4-way. And we'll call it here. Yeah, I did add Evie to the raffle. Thank you, Pudding. Appreciate it, buddy. Yes. Alright, yo, Drunken Doctor. Yo, okay, we're gonna do something a little fun. Let's get Nando in there. We're gonna get the Reckless Eating Boys in this. Go old school. Okay. We did not do the spin for October, so I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. We'll do the spin. We'll do a challenge. We'll do whatever game Evie decides. Which, take your time, Evie. No, you don't have to choose right now. And then we'll do Alan Wake 2. That'll be the goal for tomorrow. All right, let me put up a prediction. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. I just want to say, regardless of how, unbelievably horrible this evening turned out, all of you guys are awesome. Thank you for kicking it with us tonight. Thank you for always coming back. I appreciate each and one of you. Like, even if you guys don't agree with me on this thing, I respect people who respect you back, even if you have vastly different opinions. All right, Drunken Doctor. I'll pick a game for tomorrow, Evie. I suggested Fall Guys, but you can pick whatever you want. So you'll get the second of the 2 games we're going to do, because we're going to do Alan Wake 2, and then we'll do, again, whatever you decide. All right, we got Chuck, and we got Chris. All right, predictions up. Fall Guys fine? All right, thank you, Bay. All right, let's do it. Let's take it out with a big old main event here. Let's get the entrances. All right, we're gonna do not elimination. This is first pinfall, first submission. Here we go. Yeah, I'm with you, Evie. Don't worry. For anybody out there, I just want to send this message. Anybody out there who is, in a bad place, depressed, thinking there's no hope, you're not alone. One thing I'll say to you guys that I think that might, at least give you a little bit of a smile or perk you up is that clearly you're not, because she did get a shitload of support. She just didn't get enough. There's plenty of like-minded people like you out there who have empathy, who care about each other, and they want a better path. It's just, unfortunately, tonight there was a lot more people who did not agree. Consensual hugs if you want them, maybe? Yes, 100%. Where do you rank Eddie Guerrero? Not as high as other people do. Because he died, that definitely pushed him up a bit, but yeah, not as much. He's great, though. I loved Eddie. I just don't think he's an all-time great. Sometimes when you die a little younger, it'll make you a little bit of a legend when, I don't think you necessarily were. Let's go.
I'm looking for an ally.
went to high school, didn't do great, still I gotta make more cash. I can't wait to talk to Chris tomorrow, by the way. I'm gonna totally call him. I know he's full of shit. I know he's worried right now. He's playing it cool. Yeah, definitely get those Chester cuddles. I don't know about you, but country music makes me thirsty. Okay, fair. Right, college for free. In high school, didn't do great. Sounds like a fucking Trump voter. Come on. You can't blame them. You can be mad and upset with them and, you know, basically throw shade at them. Can't blame them. It's not their fault. You know, people need to earn votes, and apparently not enough people earn votes on the side that we were a part of. What are your thoughts on nihilism, and do you consider yourself a nihilist? Yes, I love Nia Jax. She's my favorite. Imagine if Trump didn't run in 2016. Imagine this. Here's a crazier scenario. Imagine if Barack Obama, during the, I think it was the, where they invite all of the media every year at the White House, and they basically, like, let them talk. I don't know what that's called. The Correspondence Dinner, I think is what it's called. They do it every year. Imagine if he hadn't made his joke about Trump. We wouldn't be here. That's the only fucking reason that he decided to run. Obama made a fucking joke about this guy and how thin-skinned he was. And that was the night where he said, I don't care if I lose a bunch of money, I'm gonna run against this guy. Fuck. That's crazy. If he just ignored him, we would be doing the status quo thing right now. So many alternate realities I'd love to see the outcome of. Alright, we got Chuck, and we got Chris. I feel my gay friends voted for Trump, but I don't think all Republicans are anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I think just a lot of people don't understand what they voted for. It's like when you see a cute dog in the wild, or a cute cat walking around, and you put your hand down because you're like, oh, it's so cute. And then when it walks up and it fucking bites your ass. Except the only difference is it already bit them once, and they put their hand down again. Hillary beating Trump 2016. I mean, fuck the Democratic Party for screwing Bernie. We wouldn't be here if they hadn't screwed Bernie. If they had ran with Bernie instead, Bernie would have beat Trump for sure. So again, it's complicated. Like, a lot of people like to simplify the situation and say, oh, if this one thing hadn't happened. No, this was a series of multiple events that all cascaded and led to an outcome. Because, you know, it's what it is. That's life, man. Life is not simple. So twice in history, a woman was running against a male. Enjoyed it. Wait, what did you try to say? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Where's? Oh wait, we got the wrong. You know what? Fuck it. Chris gets or Chuck gets Chris's theme. Fuck it. Here's what I think is ironic. Again, a guy who was literally convicted of sexual assault. He beat 2 women in elections. I mean, what does that say about us? Good lord. Gotta live with that, though. The ones I know who voted Trump think that he won't do anything, too. They think that's other bullshit. What do you... So, real question for you, Brandon. What do you think that they'll do if he starts doing those things? So, if he does start jailing people, if he starts using the military against people, if he suspends the Constitution, do you think that they'll still actually, like, oppose him? Or do you think they'll just go along to get along? Because my theory is... I mean, it's guaranteed. They will go along to get along. It takes a really courageous person when you fuck up to be like, oh, yeah, I'm down to die. I'm down to be jailed. They're all just going to go along to get along. You know, it's self-preservation. They don't care. You know, they'll be upset. They're not going to be happy about it, but, you know, need a better woman candidate. I agree. Wholeheartedly. I do not disagree with that at all. They need a woman who's actually inspiring and not just like, you know, someone that everybody hates or somebody that was like a last minute thing. It's happiest day of my life, Trump 2024, baby. Yo, what's up, Psycho? Let me ask you, though. So are you going to be really happy when he suspends the Constitution or if he uses the military against your fellow Americans? Are you still going to be, like, on cloud nine about it? I mean, he has threatened it, so, you know, if that rhetoric becomes real, are you still going to be like, fuck yeah, this is awesome? I feel terrible for the LGBTQ immigrants and women. I agree. Tribalism makes people do crazy things. Yeah, tribalism leads to self-preservation, though, ultimately. Which is the Republicans doing Tulsi Gabbard in the future after Vance? Maybe. She has no charisma, though. I mean, to be fair, Vance doesn't either, though. I mean, like, Trump is truly a unique guy. Where's King Upshot? I thought that he would come in. Oh, he was banned. We don't have him in the streams. Oh, there's multiple reasons for that. It's not because he's, like, conservative. He like, was given, like, 30 chances to change, and he just didn't. He didn't respect the community. Because I don't care if somebody's a Trump guy. It's fine. But he took it too far. I didn't expect such a landslide. No, me neither. America sent a clear message, though. They wanted something different. The Dems either going to listen, or they're just going to continue to lose and be disconnected. Yeah, we had to ban him. Yo, no hate. Yeah, I don't think King Upshaw's a bad guy. I think that we have differences of opinion on things, but it was just a lot of chances he was given, and he just continued to, you know, blame other people instead of taking accountability and changing. Kamala wins New Mexico. Oh, woo! Yeah! Yo, what's up, Walking Bread? Yep. Absolute disaster. Even from YouTube? No. I think he can still watch. I don't think I had to hide him from that. He listened once I told him. I think I gave him a final warning, and I said if he didn't, you know, stop coming to the chat, I'd have to. We still interact on Twitter and stuff. I just don't want him in the community anymore. There's certain people that are just toxic and don't listen when they're told to change. Again, no hate. No hate. He's just not right for this community. Metal Grub, what's up? America ran on misogyny, Big G, and racism. Yeah, and it worked. It won. Yep. Just keeping y'all up with updates. I got you. Yeah, no worries. No, I'm just being me right now. No hate. I'm glad you're telling me. I'm coping. Plane just closed in Alaska. The comeback is on. Woo! You can have your opinion, but don't do the say anything and never respond when you're questioned on something. Yeah, I get, like, with, what was it, with Psycho right now. I want to make sure I got his name right. Like, Psycho. Like, I'd like seeing Psycho. I like Psycho. He's been here before. But, like, I asked him a direct question, and he just fucked off. You know, if you're comfortable with your choices, you can account for them when you're asked why you did them. You know? That's all. I wasn't gonna ban him, dude. If he even just came in and went, yeah, I'm cool with the military, like, being used as a weapon against Americans, at least be honest about it. Like, that's fine. It's all about respect, man. Like, if we don't agree, it's fine. But I do hate when people come in and say something like that and they just fuck off. I saw you debate Upshot on Twitter about abortion rights, and he made a disgusting comment about how women should just keep their legs closed. That was a while ago, though. Yeah, he did say that. That was another reason why he was upgraded to only Twitter. If she gets Pennsylvania, there's still a chance, though? Shut the fuck up. It's over. Will we ever find out if the hair on Donald's head is a wig or not? No, they're going to be too busy pretending like he's Jesus Christ reincarnated. Bryan Danielson! Oh, thank God, dude. I needed you. My favorite wrestler of all time. How are you, dude? Alright, this is going to be our last match of the night, chat. I will be back tomorrow, though. We're going to be doing some Fall Guys. Chatting, of course, because of the Fallout. I'm going to watch his speech tonight, probably with Michelle. And we're going to do some Alan Wake 2. And then on Thursday, we got Elden Ring. Multiplayer. Friday is WWE 2K simulated matches. And Saturday, we're doing the Puppet Master game on Steam with a bunch of the crew. I'm probably going to take Sunday, Monday off. Just letting you know. Work is going to be kind of ass tomorrow. Oh, man, everybody's going to be in a bad mood tomorrow. Sure. Yeah, anybody who has any sense of common sense is going to be in a bad mood. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Chuck trying to tap out Drunken Doctor. Chris sees it. Oh, breaks it up. Oh, yo, thank you, Evie. Yo, Korza, I'm just gonna give you a warning, man. Twitch is not like that shit. There's no context behind it either. Please don't say you're gonna go commit a crime. That will 100% get me banned if you do that and we don't take action. Thank you, Evie. Imagine if you walk outside tomorrow and everybody on the hill is marching, celebrating Trump's win. Oh, they will! Dude, you don't understand. Like, it's like 90% Trump people here. There's like 30 cars that have his fucking face as like a giant Trump face all over the car. It's like a car that's Trump's head. Yeah, I live in MAGA country. But it doesn't change my mind, man. Fascist piece of shit. Ironic since the Republicans claim that they run on common sense. Yeah. You imagine if the Democrats elected a guy who was convicted of sexual assault and, was, like federally convicted of fraud? What would the Republicans say? They'd be like, that's insane. But they do it and it's like, this is common sense. They run off of the whole, if we do it, it's fine. If you do it, it's bad philosophy. Live in MAGA country now. True that. True that. Can't be pushed back on. True that piece. Oh my god, dude, Nano just got a chair to the face. Do you drive an Acura Integra? No, I have a Russian tank. Vladimir Putin gave it to me. I'm an educator and teach government, so I'm not really trying to work tomorrow. Oh man, or not really, yeah, you're like looking forward to it. Yeah, man, I feel you. Break up. Yes, hey chat, please mind. Yeah, man, I mean, like, I get it. I understand that people are just making a joke. Like, I don't blame Corza on that one. Just, you gotta learn from it, though. If you say you're gonna go and commit a crime, that's definitely reflective of the channel, and you're threatening to take it down if you do that. So that's your warning on that one. Thank you, Horseman. So he'll be able to drop his own charges when he gets in office? Yep, 100%. Isn't that fucking stupid? That's crazy to me. So that, that's actually considered a check and balance, though? That, like, if somebody is, has committed a crime or is on some sort of trial, that if they win, that they can, stop their own shit? Because, like, that's, like, only the president can do that. He's literally the only one that can do it. It's just considered a check and balance, which I just think is insane. One of the worst things that the actual fascists have convinced half the country is that they aren't the fascists. Yeah, but let me just say, though, I mean this wholeheartedly, and, like, you can agree or disagree, I don't give a fuck. He is a fascist. You do not say you have the right. That was awesome. You can't say that you have the right to suspend the Constitution to use the military on American citizens and still tell me you're not a fascist. That is what fascists do. If Bernie Sanders said that, I would immediately say fuck this guy. And everybody should say fuck Trump for that shit. Kick out. Yeah, first criminally charged president and he wins. Nuts. But a lot of people just don't care right now. It's all about the vibes and it's all about my team versus your team. They don't care about actual consequences to their actions. Alright, I did put this on first pinfall, so yeah, we're gonna be here a little while, it's fine. I thought Chuck had it on Nando with the code breaker, but he kicked out. Oh, Chris back up. Who's gonna get the dub? Are you a fan of Euro/Yen? I mean, like the currency? Wait, cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Oh, sorry. It's a controller. I got the wireless controller now, so. You know what? I don't need the controller. Wait, wait. What's happening? Oh my god, please, hold on. Even my Bluetooth turned off. It's so tired of my bullshit. Stop talking about it. It's not that big of a deal. It's historically a problem. Alright, well. Oh, did we just, like, cancel it? God damn it. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of it. Let's just talk for a little bit. And we'll just say it's a non-finish. we'll do a rematch tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Fuck it, dude. Too distracted for that shit right now, to be honest. Alright, turn that back on. Let me give you guys your points back. Let's see. Do you think that we have a chance since some states turn blue midday Wednesday last election? No. It's over. You have to face it. I think the more important and interesting question is, do we have a chance to come back from reality right now and like get back to a sense of norms? I don't know. I hope so. I don't know. This already went further than I ever thought it would go. And the fact that we're gonna have half the country celebrating like this was a, you know, a big victory, putting a guy who I feel is one of the most disgusting human beings I have ever seen in my entire life into a position where he has the ability to affect all of our lives to an extent that we've never seen in modern history, and he thinks he's above rule of law and the Constitution. I don't know. I couldn't answer that. I wish I could. I wish I could give you a better answer that will make people more happy, but I'm trying to be real with you guys. I'm not gonna cope. I'm just gonna tell you that's what it is. It's fact. I don't know. We may have just, you know, faced something that might be the end. I hope that's not the case, but it might be. What's even more fucked up now is Trump is gonna make sure that all those Vince McMahon allegations go away. Yeah. Think about that. I mean, that's not even that big of a deal, honestly, in the scope of things. Yeah. Because it's the federal government going after Vince. So Vince is going to 100% be off the hook now. Took a shit on this chick and sex trafficked her, and he's going to be totally fine. Yeah, that's where we are. That's what people think is going to be the thing that solves this problem, is the guy who... Jesus Christ. The guy who gets his friend off the hook because he took a shit on a girl and sex trafficked her. Yeah, that's it. It is what it is, guys. I can't go on out on a bad note, though, alright? Can't go out on a bad note. Because, again, just have to preference this. Maybe it doesn't mean a lot to you guys, but it means a lot to me. I love you guys. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. A lot of you guys have been with me for the full 14 years, if not a decade or even a couple of years. You guys have been here for a long time, and I always appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It never goes, you know, over my head. It never goes to the other side of me. I'm always appreciative. So, thank you guys. Try your best to keep your chins up. Try to show that they're not going to let you get down. The most important thing you can do as a fuck you to them is to show that you're fine, even if you're not. There you go. That's all I can say, man. Love you guys too. Yo, Dustin. Thanks for hanging out, guys. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. See you soon.